What's up, everybody? Welcome back. You know how we do. Press the like button when you come inside. Press one in the description. Let me know you can hear me clear. What's going on with y'all? Let y'all cook tonight. Got a real good show. I think I'm gonna help y'all out. Help y'all find the best African country for you. Press like when you come inside and press one in the description. Let me know you can hear me clear. Got that coffee. Let me know y'all can hear me here. Yep. So what's up? Let a few more people get inside. Now we do. Like button, one in the description. Let me know y'all here before I start cooking. Probably get some more people join the live later. But yeah, man, I'm gonna help y'all find the right country for you. Press one in the description, hit the like button when you come inside. Let me know you here. You don't cook tonight, I'm gonna help y'all pick the right African country for you, cause bro, they not the same at all. At all. And based on your personality and what you depending on your personality and what you like, what you into, what's the best country for you. Especially when you dating. It's a big difference country to country. So yeah, I'm gonna let more people come in tonight before I start cooking. Like and press one in the description. Let me know you can hear me clear. Before I start cooking. What's going on with y'all, man? What you got going on? Who traveling? Who overseas right now? I feel like some more people. Uh, yeah, talk to me. Do some more people to come inside here before I start cooking. Yeah, so it's gonna be a really big difference country to country. So a lot of dudes they go overseas and they want to do the Western style dating overseas, the Western style dating. This is how you date in America. If you want that, but you just want a little bit easier, I recommend South Africa. For all the dudes who if you still like Western style dating, like how you like date American women, if you still like that, and that's what you want, Africa wise, South Africa would be the best for that. If you if you want a real traditional non-pro or pay for play, like it's not really a big in between. Tanzania, Tanzania could be a place, could be a place for you. In Tanzania, is not really like a lot of in between girls. It's just the real traditional non-pros in the pro, and a real big in between. If you like to operate with the majority in between chicks, Kenya it would be the best place for you because they have everything, but they have the majority of the in between chicks. So yeah, man, so it all depends what you want. Hit the like button when you come inside. Press one. Let me know you can hear me clear. I'm cooking tonight, chopping up with y'all. We ain't talking a little while, you know what I'm saying? Trying to see what's up. Talk to me. What y'all got going on? Who traveling right now? Who in the US? Who overseas? Put something inside the description. Ethiopia. A lot of people, Ethiopia slept with a lot of beauties in Ethiopia. But it's kind of like Tanzania. You would have to put a lot more work in for the regular chicks and a lot of, you know what I'm saying, the pay for play at nighttime. So y'all talk to me what y'all got going on. Link in the description. Whoever join the live, there's more people to come inside here. I should have dropped the link. What's up? What's going on? Hey, press the like, come inside. Press one in the description. Let me know y'all can hear me clear. Up to YouTube. Right? Yeah, man. So yeah, like I was saying, you really have to know what you're into and do a lot of research on the country that you want to go to and know what you really like because these countries are completely different from each other. It's completely different. If you like Western style dating, like you just want like how you date in America, but on easy mode, how it used to be 10 years ago, but easier, cheaper. Kenya and South Africa. South Africa will be damn near America. You know what I'm saying? But it's but they bad and it's gonna be a lot cheaper. Kenya, the kind of same thing. It's gonna be a lot easier. It's gonna be a lot more in between chicks. You know what I'm saying? Places like Ethiopia, in Tanzania, places like Ethiopia and Tanzania, it's gonna be more like your regular chicks gonna be kind of hard and be a lot of pros. I don't know why those cities like that. It's gonna be a whole lot of in between chicks. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a whole lot of in between chicks. So a lot of countries gonna be like that. So there's a really big difference. But you gotta know what you're into because a lot of dudes. I'm noticing most of the dudes, most of Black American dudes that I see come to Africa, they prefer the the American like dating, the American style dating. You know what I'm saying? So if you that, I would recommend personally. I would recommend Kenya or South Africa, and then out of Kenya, South Africa, it's going to depend on what you want. Some dudes want to put in a little bit more work for a battery joint. You might like South Africa, or you just want the cool joints, the cool easygoing joints. You know what I'm saying? You might like Kenya might be better for you, but they both got baddies. You know what I'm saying? Just that's just like the big difference between. So you got to figure out what's best for you. Link in the description. Let me know where y'all going at. Country and shit. And if I've been there, I'll let you know. West Africa, I'm only rocking with Ivory Coast, but Ivory Coast is a different beast. You got no French, ain't no English, but the plus side of Ivory Coast is if you all the English speaking people are cool because they're all French. So they're like, if you like meet anybody who speak English, is gonna talk to you because it's a really French country. You like a real minority. So like the Nigerians, the foreigners, they have like meetup events and stuff. So it's gonna be really easy to talk to people who speak English in Ivory Coast. That's one upside, but they're really French. But beside that, it's a real pay for play type place. They got pickup clubs. It's a whole. It's like Paris, France, and like Africa. What's good? What's good? What's good, player? What's going on, man? Chilling, player. Join the live, man. Link in the description. You can stream it on your channel too. Join the live, player. Chilling, man. Trying to chop it out with everybody tonight, see what's going on. Trying to see what they got going on tonight, man. Link in the description. But yeah, Foster, what's going on? Doing the live. Yeah, man. So yeah, so I recommend you really research and pick the country that you're interested in, like the most, like really like research and know what you get yourself into. Because it's a real big difference. You gotta know the area. Like some dudes just want a pretty girl. They don't care how hard it is. They don't care how easy it is. They just want a super bad joint. A lot of those dudes be like in Ethiopia. Because you know what I'm saying? They gonna get them, you gonna get a bad joint regular, but you have to put in some work, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be that easy. But it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. South Africa. They got the baddies, but you gotta put that work in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring your A game. You know what I'm saying? Because South Africa, it's like going to Atlanta or Houston, and you get 2 points for being American, and your money is times two. That's South Africa. So if you that dude in the U.S., you gonna love South Africa. If you if you struggle in America, you gonna struggle in South Africa. Kenya is more like college. It's more like a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's easy going. You know what I'm saying? They got baddies there too, but it's like people love Kenya because of the vibe. It's like the vibe, bro. The easy going. You know what I'm saying? Most of the chicks are in between. They're not hardcore. They're not, they may want a little something, but they rock with you. You know what I'm saying? So it depends what you like. If you want that Sasua, Cartagena type script, the only place I seen like in Africa is Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and that's only on the weekend. It's dead at any other time. So only Friday and Saturday. It's they got the script clubs or everywhere, smoky elements. That whole area is crazy, but only on the weekend. Monday empty, Tuesday empty, Wednesday empty, Thursday start picking up. So that's Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. So you gotta figure out what's best for you. Link in the description. Anybody who want to join? Any questions y'all got? Chop it up with me. Yeah, man. Hey, I miss South Africa. I don't say I miss the music. I'm a piano hard. Afro house, all the players Afro house, not piano. I love it, bro. I love it. Y'all quiet tonight. What you got going on? Talk to me. So what else? So I'm gonna tell y'all why I didn't like Ghana. I don't know if I told y'all. I'll tell y'all again. Ghana, I didn't see no. It wasn't to me. Ghana. The reason why I really like Ghana, it wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap. It wasn't as lit as fucking Atlanta or Houston, and it was the same prices. It wasn't developed. It was the same thing. Like for me, for me, bro. Let's say, are African women faithful? That's a really good question. So I would say in Africa, when you're the big cities if you meet the girls in the cities, they gonna be fast everywhere, bro. If you meet a girl in in Nairobi or like in Joburg, the city, you gotta watch those girls. Your good girls gonna be on the outskirts. They gonna live with their parents, no kids. You know what I'm saying? You have to find the right type of girl, and you can find faithful chicks here and there, but don't think this all are just faithful. No, they all are faithful. You know what I'm saying? But the city girls are on the same thing everywhere. So you gotta find the chicks from. If you want a real good girl, you gotta get her from the outskirts or who live with their parents, stuff like that. Those would be like, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna hold a lot more like good values, and that's a real broad, you know. But it's tough this in Ghana, bro. I'm telling you, bro, Ghana was expensive. The girls was it wasn't worth it, bro. I rather go to Houston. I feel like I feel like if I gotta pay Houston prices, I feel like if I gotta pay Houston prices, bro, I might as well go to Houston. You know what I'm saying? That's why I look at it, bro. I'm still good in the US. I'm cool people in Atlanta, bro. I can maneuver. You know what I'm saying? So, that merchant seaman thing, we got juice in Florida, you know what I'm saying? So I'm good in the US, bro. If you gonna charge US prices, bro, it gotta be better than what I get in the US. And for me, Accra, I won't say Ghana, I only been to Accra It costs too much, bro. So for me, it wasn't worth it. Definitely, bro. You know, I rock with Ivory Coast, bro, because it's completely different than anywhere else in Africa, bro. Because like Kenya is Kenya, but the clubs is kind of like got the college vibe, college American vibe. South Africa looks like America. They got their own music, but they dress the same. South Africa, you're gonna think you're in America, bro. It's gonna think you're in America. They're not gonna think you in like Ethiopia. You feel like you're on another planet, but they're real conservative. I feel like Ivory Coast was the only place I've been in Africa that had that like um culture. You feel like wow, it's a different place, but it wasn't conservative. The only place, bro. I've been in Africa. If any place in Africa that has a different vibe and not conservative, please, please let me know. Because Ivory Coast is the only place I've been to that has their like you feel like you're in Ivory Coast, they got their own swag, but it's like they got that sex appeal too. So I need a African version wife. Yes, I'm kind of fun now. Uh, you can find them Uganda, Kenya here and there, maybe Tanzania. You can find them South Africa. You can find them, bro. You just gotta sometimes to be on Facebook because they can't leave the house. So most of them you gonna meet them on Facebook or you gotta go like to where they're at. They might be on Tinder. A lot of them not gonna be on Tinder, bro. They might be on Facebook. But you definitely can find them, bro. You definitely they be around, bro. They be around. Probably living with their parents because they're not gonna be in the club. They're not gonna be in the club. They're not gonna be on Tinder. Probably like Facebook. Or you gotta go to their town or university, stuff like that. But they definitely around, bro. But you're definitely not gonna be on Tinder, yeah. Senegal, man. Tim, what's up, Senegal? I never been to Senegal before. How is Senegal? How is Senegal compared to Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Nigeria? Because I'm like, is it worth it me going like Ivory Coast? Because to me, West Africa really ain't my thing. But if I do go to West Africa, I'm rock on Ivory Coast. SA infrastructure or Morocco, you're Muslim. Uh, I mean, I went to Morocco, but briefly. But I go to Dubai all the time. I mean, personally, I'm like, why would I? When I go to Africa, if I want to go to a Muslim country, I'll go to a Muslim. I go to the Middle East. When I go to Africa, I want to go to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Even though well, yeah, I'm back. Hello, technical difficulties. You know how at sea, man, can't help it. But yeah, for me, if I'm going to a Muslim country, bro, I want to go to the Middle East. I really go to Dubai. Because to me, I don't compare Morocco. I compare Morocco to Dubai. I fly Emirates, so I go to Dubai every year. I really go to Dubai. So I mean, but they cool. I mean, if some dudes go there for the rebel and stuff. I heard it ain't for amateurs, it ain't for beginners, bro. In Morocco, it ain't gonna be easy, bro. You need time. I recommend South Africa. South Africa, but Muslim. Say closer to Ivory Coast, but Muslim. All right. Yeah, bro. That's what you want, bro. That's what you want. But let's, bro. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this too, bro. So you want a version, bro? All right, cool. Be prepared. You have to meet her family. Probably got to pay that diary tour. Um, yeah, you have to take care of her fully, bro. Because her family gonna be like, listen, you have to take care of her fully. Just be prepared. You have to meet her family, and they're gonna have to be like, yo, with the rule that come with your arrangement, and you paying all the bills. So just know, bro. You can do it, but just find a country you like and take your time. What's the best African country to find a wife? Uh, I feel like the best country to find a wife. That's a really tough question. I mean, you have to you gotta like kind of you like a quiet chick. You want a traditional because think about these African cities, bro, different countries that or like it'll be a little. The village girls will be a little more laid back. You know what I'm saying on the outskirts. Or girls live with their parents. So it just depends on like how traditional you want your chick. Because some people say they want traditional, but do you want a real traditional chick that's always home, don't drink, don't do nothing, don't talk that much, like what I'm saying? They're gonna be a little shy, so you just got to. You can really find them in any country, but some of the chicks in the city area are gonna be more corrupted. Like the chicks in Kampala, or the chicks in Nairobi. You gotta get your chick from the outskirts. So even in Kampala, you in Uganda, you don't want the chicks that be in Kalola, or whatever that shit called. You want it to be from the outskirts of Uganda. You know what I'm saying? You don't want you don't want in Dar es Salaam. You don't want the chicks that hang out around the Maki Shamaki and Element Stello area. You don't want them. And them chicks that hang around there, bad news. But you meet some chicks from other places from the outskirts, a lot more quality. 100% traditional, bro. Yeah, bro. I feel like you can get that anywhere, man. Tanzania, Ethiopia. You know what I'm saying? You can find that. Probably Tanzania, Ethiopia. I recommend for you. But you get Uganda and Kenya just on outskirts. But I would recommend maybe like an Ethiopia or like a Tanzania. But you got to take your time. You meet chicks like that. You're not gonna find that right away. I would start with the English speaking country, easier to relate. Exactly. That's why I say most dudes should start off. I recommend most dudes should start off in Kenya or South Africa and Africa. 'Cause Africa in general is not gonna be as easy to maneuver as your Colombias, your DRs, your Thailand. It's not gonna be as easy to maneuver. So you should at least start in a country that speaks English. Especially if you're not like a hardcore traveler, you know, really experienced traveler. Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're not a really experienced traveler, That's what I recommend. Gotta speak English. Yeah. Because Ivory Coast was probably one of my, even though I enjoyed it, that was my toughest trips ever, bro. I can't lie. Ivory Coast. When I got in the Qatar airport, I was so happy to hear English. It was, bro. It was refreshing to hear English. Hearing English was like, man, because the Ivory Coast was it was tough. It was tough. I'm definitely gonna go back. I'm gonna touch up my French if I go. Now, if you're first to Africa, I will not recommend Ivory Coast. It's just okay. It's just dangerous. My research, and I'm from one of the most active US. That's why I feel like Kenya would be like a better place. I think Kenya is the best introduction to Africa, if you ask me. Because Kenya, you can it's a melting pot. You get a lot of Ethiopian girls there, Uganda girls there. Um, it's safe. You know, it's a lot of people that frequent there a lot, so it's not. You can ask me. A lot of people know what's going on that frequent there. You can find out, But South Africa, it's just regular. It's like it's dangerous, but it's not as dangerous as like America or like Colombia. Like in Colombia, they're actually like targeting foreigners. South Africa is just a regular city that it just goes down. And when you in certain places like Cape Town, a good area, you'd be alright. And everybody know who had problems in Johannesburg. It's always been them walking in like CBD at nighttime. It's been the same thing every time. It's been the same thing every time. So yeah, man, you gotta be careful. If Ivory Coast spoke more English, then everybody would be the same structure. But bro, flexed up. I said the same thing, bro. I said if Ivory Coast spoke English and was cheaper, it'll be way more than Ghana. It might be my favorite place in Africa, bro. If they spoke English was cheaper, I love Ivory Coast. That language barrier is real though, bro. You think Spanish tough. You think Spanish, bro? No Spanish countries ain't got none of them French countries, bro. But it's a whole nother, bro. Bro, that ain't no joke, bro. But I enjoyed it. It was worth. It was a tough trip for me. That was a real tough trip for me, but I really enjoyed it, and I want to go back. And maybe next year or the after next, I want to go back to Ivory Coast. I want to do it when my channel is a little bit larger, and my editing skills a little bit better, and cause I want to, I want to make some epic videos. On Reddit, it shows what really goes down in that city. Local share other videos. Really, Reddit. Yo, how does Reddit work, bro? I heard about Reddit. What is Reddit? What is Reddit, bro? Can you tell me what Reddit is? Because I heard of Reddit, but I don't know what it is. Then what about Brazil, Sao Paulo versus Rio? Bro, I can't even lie to you, bro. Maybe somebody can join the live and tell them. I mean, Sao Paulo versus Rio, but for one, Brazil, bro. I haven't been to Brazil in over 10 years, and when I did go to Brazil, I just went to Recife and Santos real briefly. So yeah, man, you gotta ask the Brazil experts about that player. I don't know about that one. If more Americans go, then they'll be incentivized to learn. You're right, bro. I feel like I feel like when I go back and I make a hard video, I'm gonna get some people to go, bro. I'm gonna get some people to go. Yo, 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 what's up, player?
Yo, what's good, bro? How you doing?
Chilling, man. This out to sea, man.
Yeah,
Stacking that bread up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get it.
I see you slandering Ghana, man. I can't take that.
All right. So tell me why you like Ghana.
Well, like I said, it's like I always say, it's different strokes for different folks. It's like a different vibe for everybody. So, people who really like Nairobi or Kenya probably might not like Ghana as much. But like I said, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for party scene, if you're looking for certain vibes, I wouldn't say Ghana is it. Like, yeah, you could party there, but when I was there on a Wednesday. I couldn't find a party or anything like that. It's like more like Thursday through Sunday. So they're like, yeah, it's more like Thursday through Sunday out here, unless it's like Dirty December. So that's different. That's a different atmosphere. It's probably more lit at that time. They was telling me, but yeah, like if you want a woman who can relate to some of the African American stuff, I think Ghana is good for that. So is Kenya. That's good for that. It's closer. So if you need to work or whatever remotely, the time difference, the weather is pretty good. When I went there, the food is okay. It's not the best. It's not the best because I had some nasty chicken. So I knocked it down, man. I had to knock it down. Last time I went
I
last
see.
year, some nasty chicken.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and if you love nature, man, it's good. Well, all the African countries good with that, in my opinion. I don't see any African country below this, the North Africa is good with nature. I don't know desert. I'm not a fan of desert nature. So yeah, and I think the women, they're okay. They got a little attitude to them, but they're okay. It's a vibe. I feel like it's kind of extremes with them. They either going to be giving you a lot of mouth and a lot of attitude, or they're going to be super submissive. Like they don't have any middle. Like that's in my experience.
All right. All right.
So if
So
you're looking for a wife and looking to settle down, be serious, I think it's a good option for a brother.
I can see that because if I want a girlfriend or something, I can see Ghana being a good place because their personality is so mellow. When I was
Yeah.
there, I was trying to have a real good time, and they were just a little bit too mellow for me. Because
Right.
like in Kenya, I like Kenya. The girls are fun with you when you're indoors. That's my thing. I mean, clubbing is cool, but I don't really care about it that much. I just if I'm in my Airbnb and it's just me and my chick, a bottle of liquor, can we have a good time by ourselves?
Right.
That's why I like Kenya. But Ghana, the thing with Ghana with me with Accra, I don't say my homeboy, he like other homeboy love Ghana too. He say don't say Ghana, say Accra. But for me, it was the prices. Like when I was going out to the clubs and stuff, and just it was just to me, it was like on the same level price wise as America Accra. So I thought it was like almost the same prices.
Yeah, West Africa in general it has a big issue with that. I would say like I've been to Nigeria too. It's cheaper, but then the country's totally like it's not really good for tourists. Like I can't recommend it for a first time person. Like, hey, I want to check out Africa. No, no, no. You got to do other countries first, and then establish some good relationships you can trust before you go to Nigeria. I would say because that country's kind of messed up and they always scamming and scheming. But it's cheap though. Like it's cheap. You can have fun and it's more of the vibes I think a lot of dudes would like. But the issue is, the, the scamming and how the country's set up. Like they don't cater to tourists at all. That's one of the biggest issues with Nigeria, in my opinion.
What's up with the visa? What's up with the visa in Nigeria, bro? I heard
Uh,
mixed reviews. I heard some people say know how to get it easy. I heard some people say they missed their flights because of it. Some dudes say they almost missed their flights. So can you run us down like the visa process for Nigeria? Because that's what really turned me off. And I kind of was afraid to go because I don't want to book a trip and then can't get a visa.
well, I got a very interesting story about my visa process. So, thankfully, I live in the Atlanta area, so I was able to actually go in person. I suggest anybody if you're seriously trying to go, you have to go in person because if you well, you have to go in person anyway, I think. But I think you want to spend a couple of days or almost a week at your appointment spot because when you get there, you're most likely going to have something wrong. You may not be able to fix it in that day, so you don't want to be taking a loss like that. And especially if your time is coming up with your flight, you want to make sure everything's straight. They'll try to work with you, but they're really strict about like that visa rules, like having the application correct. So with me, I was trying to get a visitor's visa because I heard it was like I could get it longer, so I don't have to go through it again. I didn't know they even offered the tourist visa and stuff like that. Like it was easier to get. So they changed the rules without putting it on a website. Like everything is all confusing. Like they changed everything. Like the website is different from when you get there in person. So everybody usually messes up some way. Sometimes people can fix it on the spot. Sometimes you have to come back. And I had to go there like I had to go there 3 times, bro. Like one time to turn my application in, second time to fix it and turn it in, and then the third time to check up on it because it was taking so long, and then the fourth time to actually pick up my visa because they had my passport hostage, and I was going to Ghana first, then I was going to hit Nigeria. That was my plan. But man, just to tell you, once I picked up my visa, I saw somebody crying and storming out. I'm like, this is a bad omen. I might not even get my stuff. Someone was bawling, crying, and I saw another white dude. He missed his flight. He was upset. A couple from Tennessee, like, we came all the way from Tennessee for this. What are we supposed to do? I'm like, they're crazy out there with that. So, yeah, I say they're trying to make it easier. What I say is just do the tourist visa and just make sure when you book your appointment, make sure you have a couple of days if you're far from the appointment sites, because I know they got some in Atlanta, Alabama, New York, and DC. So if you around those areas.
All right, that's what's up. I'm reading some comments real quick. Their Reddit is basically in an uncensored forum where you can see what really goes on based on any topic, person, location. Oh, appreciate that, bro. I'm gonna check out Reddit, bro. Appreciate you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Flexed up said, Flexed up said on West Africa is too focused on natural resources, so they overlook tourism. Ivory Coast and Senegal, better with tourism, but y'all don't speak French. You are correct. But guess what, Playboy? I still love Ivory Coast.
Yeah, Senegal's cool too, but I never heard about it being super cheap. In Ivory Coast, people don't say it's cheap either. So
it's expensive.
Whether they focus on resources or tourism, it's still expensive generally, except Nigeria. I'll say Nigeria is cheap, but Nigeria's messed
really
up. Yeah, like certain things are cheap, like housing,
like what?
Cheap food and stuff, but other things like alcohol and partying might be a little bit more expensive. Because I went to a club, I'm like, man, they popping bottles like crazy out here. I'm like, this is people's rent out here, like $700. It started at like $250 on up. Like they get cash and they spend it. Like I'm like, bro, what they doing? They got bad money management skills, in my opinion. They just be spending and then getting it back and spending. So
all right.
He said the franc is why it's expensive, but Ghana doesn't use the franc. Like other countries in West Africa doesn't use the franc. So
yeah, you're right. But especially the Ivory Coast use the franc. It's expensive, but everywhere in West Africa is expensive. So I didn't know Ivory Coast was cheap like that. So I'm glad you told me that. So I got a question for you. So can you tell everybody all the countries you've been to in Africa, and then what's your favorite and why, and what's your least favorite and why? You won't hurt my feelings if you say Kenya. You know what I'm saying? So let's tell everybody why.
Okay. All right. The countries I've been to Ghana. I've been to Nigeria. I've been to Tanzania. I've been to Kenya, and I've been to Uganda. So those are the 5 African countries I've been to. My favorite one. My favorite one is probably Kenya. I'm not gonna lie to you. The vibes are cool. Cities unmatched. I always had a good time when I went there. The food is straight. May not be the best, but it's good enough for me. It's a lot of things to do there, and the people, man, the people are great. Love the people. My least favorite, I would say, is Nigeria because of how everything's set up. Like it's like I like the people. The people are cool. I just don't like the way the country's set up. Like if I just took away the people and just looked at the country, like it's just all like I don't like the way it's set up. I don't like how things run. Like my card don't work there for most, like 90% of the places, so I don't like that. Ubers, they always, it's never the price. You know, I can't be speaking my English. They're gonna be trying to openly scam me, like, hey, complaining about like the stuff in the country, like the fuel costs and all this other stuff. Even though they're an oil producer, their fuel costs are higher than a lot of other countries. It doesn't make any sense. It's too much bribery and corruption. You know, the police got to stop you and stuff. It's very corrupt. Everybody's begging all the time. Even if they're working their job, they're begging. I'm like, dang, you're at work still begging. Because there's a lot of people that don't have work or they're doing business and they could use money and they're begging too. So it's a lot of begging going on. So that's the answer to that question. Yeah, I think I answered all your questions. My favorite, my least favorite, and the
All
reason
right,
why.
cool. So with Kenya, so I know a lot of dudes be saying it's prettier girls in South Africa, it's prettier girls in Tanzania, it's prettier girls in Rwanda, Ethiopia. Why was Kenya your favorite? Like women wise, was it your favorite women wise, or just like all around?
Like overall, I think there's beautiful women. Like I think there's different. Like it depends on what you like, but if you like, women who got bigger butts or bigger breasts, I think there's better countries for that. Or I think maybe even Nigeria has prettier women than Kenya, but the overall vibes of Kenya is way better than Nigerian women. Because Nigerian women, like, they kind of cutthroat about that paper, man. They don't even like try to catch the vibe until like they know they benefit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just straight up like it's very transactional with Nigeria as opposed to in Kenya. Like they actually might like you for you. They want their paper now too, but they
Come
want the
back to me now.
transaction too. But oh nah, you was good. You was good, GMT. Um, but yeah, so to me, the Kenyan women, it's about the vibes, man, more so than like their looks overall, in my opinion. Derek Berry said, "Is Dar like Nairobi?" No, it's not like Nairobi. Dar is more of a beach city. It is the biggest city in Tanzania, but it's like a beach city. It's definitely different. Like beach cities are always different than cities away from the beach. Like it has ports, so that beach makes a bigger impact. You might even see, to me, I say you might even see a lot of different, maybe even well, I think there's a lot of white people in Kenya too, but I'm saying like it's a beach there, so you'll see a lot of that.
Definitely a lot. Yep.
Yeah. What about you? How do you feel?
Yeah, but for me, man, for me, I tell everybody for me why I love Nairobi. It's the vibe, bro. I don't like to
Yeah.
oversell it or exaggerate. I'm like, it's the vibe, bro. I enjoy the people. And only Kenya and South Africa, I have like local homeboys I really rock with. Like, Kenya is the vibe, bro. I can have a bottle of liquor, just me and the chicken. We have a blast. An Airbnb. I love Kenya, bro.
Yeah, that's why I think Kenya is number one in terms of like
So
overall.
how was Tanzania to you? How was Dar es Salaam?
Well, I liked it, but the issue is okay. They had the best food to me out of the African countries I've been to. Um, I don't know.
Yes, yes, yes. I
Uganda might be
agree. I
second
agree.
because I like CJ so much. Uganda's a good second because I love CJ's, man. Um, but I was gonna say their party scene's pretty dope. The issue I had with them is like I just have to speak Swahili sometimes. Like I figured they speak English, so I wouldn't have to do that. So my expectation, I guess, was higher with the communication. But it's a lot of people that don't speak English, which I was surprised about. I'm like, okay, y'all just speaking Swahili out here. I mean, so that was interesting to me. But I like it, man. I think Tanzania is good for a guy who's a little bit more conservative, but still not too conservative. Like it's perfect for a guy like that. Like I like to go out, but I like to be reserved too. Like I think Tanzania is perfect for that. If you just party, 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 I would say Kenya, Nairobi is perfect for you. But if you like more a little bit reserved, but you like partying a little bit, I think Tanzania is perfect for that. Oh my god, these
Yeah,
guys.
because in Kenya they actually like talk Swahili a lot in Kenya too, but they speak English a lot more in Nairobi. But in Mombasa, they speak a lot more Swahili. So
Yeah,
with this question, Dar es Salaam isn't like Nairobi. Dar es Salaam is more like Mombasa.
right. That's a
It's
good
more like Mombasa,
comparison.
not Nairobi.
Yeah,
We
that's
like
true.
read it. What's going on, gang? What's going on with you?
What up, bro?
How was a scamming in Kenya? Basic scamming, watch your cell phone, basic city stuff. They do petty stuff. It's not armed robbery like South Africa, but it's just petty stuff. They
Yeah, they do
slick.
the they do
To
the
you gotta be careful.
change game. Maybe they'll raise a price here or there if you're at like a market or something.
Yeah. It's
It's
petty.
low. It's
It's just
low
petty.
level stuff to me. It's like, shoot, U.S. might try to scam me more than Kenya so far. So I mean, that's just in my experience. So it's low level.
Yeah. Kenya.
It's not like Nigeria now. It's not like Nigeria. Nigeria, you as soon as you leave your hotel or Airbnb, you going for a fight, bro. So it's not like that. It's not like that.
All right. He says that guy called into Austin Stream talking about how the cops, doorman, women, all ages, damn everybody interacted with,
Is this
trying
in
to store
Kenya?
him. What country? What country you talking about?
Yeah, what country is that? I don't know.
Yeah, we know Austin. Talking about Kenya or what country? What country you talking about?
Yeah, because Austin been in a
The
couple
lady gotta
African
live in what country?
countries
Because I
too.
don't think you're talking about Kenya.
Yeah, I doubt he's talking about Kenya as well. SA got good food too. Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak on it. I haven't been to SA yet, but I'm just telling you from my experience, Tanzania and then probably Uganda is second for me. I mean, all African food pretty good,
So I
but
so
mm,
I wouldn't say all African food, but I say Tanzania is number one. South Africa is number two because
oh
they
yeah,
have the influence of other places that have good food. But like Tanzania to me is the best. Like their food tastes good in Tanzania. Like the Tanzania food. I feel like South African food is just a mix from other countries and it tastes good there. But to me, Tanzania does have the best food in Africa so far for me.
but what
I
about
love
their
Kenya, but
cultural food? Like, how do you feel about their cultural food, like in South Africa?
where in Tanzania,
No, in South Africa,
or
how
the
you feel
culture
about
food,
that?
I never really had the culture food in South
Because that's
Africa.
how I like to judge it. Like if it's international food, I feel like it's going to be at a certain range. But I like to try the culture food to see if I like their culture food. Like kind of like okay, if you're going to
I
America,
didn't.
try American food, maybe some soul food, so you can really get a good judgment of it. Not like go to an Indian place that sells Indian food from where you from. Like that's not a good measuring stick. Yeah, that's how I look at it. But
Yeah.
I try the culture food. Is there culture
So
food
in South
good?
Africa, they had a thing called farmers market.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. See, that's why Tanzania is number one because their actual Tanzania food tastes good. That's why
Yeah.
Tanzania is number one. In Africa, for me, I didn't really get a lot of. I mean, the Kenya wasn't hitting, wasn't that it's all right. But South Africa, they got a thing called farmers market on Sundays. They got everything, different versions of this, that, but it's not really South. I don't know if I can call it South African food, even though it's in South Africa, but it's a blend of everything. But it's in
Mm,
South Africa, but it's good. But it's not like Tanzania where it's just Tanzania food.
right.
So yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm the same way, but I try to judge it. That's why I got to give them one to Tanzania.
Yeah, that's
Also,
why I gave Tanzania number one. I love the way they cook their food, like their fish and all of that stuff. And Uganda, I put second because I really just like CJ's that much. Like I love CJ's from there. But you know, what,
because you're like what?
I don't know what he's saying.
Oh, CJ's. They got CJ's
Cafe
in
Java's.
Kenya too. That's like a chain in East Africa, I think.
Yeah, it's
It's
a little chain, but
it's
it was hitting in Uganda, man.
oh,
It was right next to my hotel. I was eating it every day. Like
hmm?
it's really good. I was eating it, and it got some mixture of a lot of different foods that we would be used to and like. That's why I love it. Dang, he said he heard they musty in Tanzania. Don't know if I can do that all the time. I mean, some African girls, like, I feel like you got to get ones that have that just ain't too broke and like can afford to take care of themselves, to be honest, because there's a lot of poor women in Africa. So if you're out in the streets at the market, you might run into some musty people out there, like, for real, like that they've been wearing those clothes a couple days or
Yeah,
something.
and
I ain't
how
gonna lie to
broke
you.
and how traditional you want it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's give and take. Y'all got to be real. If you want the traditional and the broke chicks or super broke, they gonna bow down to you. But you have to buy her something to make her smell good. You get the more Western chicks, the more attitude, the more well put together, they gonna smell perfect. So,
Right.
how you say she might have the same clothes 2 days, but it is what it is. But nah, Tanzania is cool. I didn't smell it, but it's really like traditional down there. So you can meet some. It's the poverty is different. They don't have jobs like Nairobi or like South Africa. Like Dar es Salaam is like a really like you got it or you don't.
Yeah, because I met a girl. She's
What you gotta say?
very traditional, and she's looking for a job, like you said. Like, she's been asking me to hook her up for a job. I'm like, I wish I could, but
Yeah, the reason why I like places like Mombasa and Dar es Salaam, it's a lot of pros. I tell a lot of people
hmm
on the pay for play thing, dudes think it's a moral thing because we're from a Western country. In a lot of places you see that in Africa, it's not a moral thing; it's a financial thing. Places where they have jobs, girls don't do that.
right.
Like Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, Mombasa, Kenya, Mombasa. I didn't say Nairobi. I said Mombasa. It's more of that because they don't have jobs. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
And
so
plus,
that's what it
those
all comes
beach
down
cities
to.
be attracting them tourists, man. Them beach cities always try to attract tourists. If there's a beach, it's gonna be some
So they gotta
level
get
of
that money.
tourism. Yeah, yeah. Tanzania is more conservative than Kenya, and the English could be a little bit tricky, but I'll say, like, they tend to be more conservative in their behavior, so a lot of dudes might be drawn to that. Like, they have enough English to where it's not a big issue, and their conservatism is enough to, you know, appeal to a certain group of guys. Like, not every guy wants to just be dealing with like women that are super liberal and like most dudes, especially black dudes, are moderate to conservative, to be honest. So Tanzania would fit a lot of most dudes, like, in terms of that. That's why I would recommend Tanzania to, like, a lot of brothers, man.
I
They're,
agree. Yep.
yeah, I'm not kidding.
What should I do? I'm doing like what?
Nigerian chicks, like, they do, like, when they go out and do their beauty standard and makeup and everything, and like, I feel like their peak is greater than the Kenyan chicks' peak on average. Honestly, flexed up. Like, I'm not kidding. I see a lot.
See when they
I
put
mean,
this
I
stuff
see a lot
together.
of bad Nigerian, Kenyan women though, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just saying, when I'm thinking about it deeply, I'm like, Nigerian chicks might be better in terms of their looks, but
Yeah, yeah, I know a
their
bunch of bad Nigerian
personality,
chicks,
I give Kenyan the edge over
bro.
there.
I feel the same way. As far as like for fun,
Yeah, yeah, for
guys. What
fun.
language should I do next? Two languages: Swahili, Zulu, Japanese. You gotta do what's best for you, player. Whatever you do, you gotta learn what's best for you, bro. I can't tell you which language to learn, bro. It depends where you go at. Zulu for South Africa, Swahili for Tanzania and Kenya,
Oh,
and Japanese for Japan or Nigeria. It depends what you want, bro.
yeah, you can do whatever you want, man. I don't know, just pick whatever.
Yeah, I tell everybody. I love Kenya because of the vibe. Because and think about Nigeria. There's so many Nigerian chicks in Dubai, bro, and I go to
And
Dubai every
plus,
year.
there's so many of them. Think
That's why
about it. It's like
they
200
be everywhere,
plus
bro.
million Nigerians in the world. Like, they're like, what, top 7 in terms of population. So it's gonna be more battered chicks if everything's equal. Like, they got a population, like, I think even more than Brazil. So you're gonna have battered chicks and uglier chicks just due to the numbers. Just like America. America has a lot of ugly chicks, but let's say out of those 300, like let's 150 million women in the U.S., let's say they got 50 million bad ones. That's more than most countries. If 100 million are ugly or not good, but 50 million are bad, you know, you gotta look at it like that. That's the way I look at it. Um, you know, and from there you just like, hey, do I
That's
like
what's
black
up. That's
women?
what's
Do
up.
I
Hey
like
man,
what? Go ahead. What are you saying, GMD?
exactly. Yeah, I say everybody get them likes up. Hey, don't forget the super chat so the channel love you like this type of content. If you want me to bring my player partner back on and keep this thing going, super chats, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. See, I'm glad he ain't getting scammed like the other dudes. And I never go to Nigeria. Things are obvious.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
they
see
known
what
for
you're
scamming,
saying.
but it's still love. It's still love. I was talking about Kenya. He said he was going to tell him separate occasion.
Dang,
Austin,
he said
I
he
don't
was
know
not.
because Austin loved Kenya, so I don't think I got scammed. Well,
No,
he
he's talking
probably got
about his
scammed here and there.
friend
Probably.
GMT. He was talking about the guy. He was talking about that story. He had mentioned the other comment. Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
All right. Oh gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh gosh.
Best after Tanzania. Well, he said South Africa, so I guess I'll just have to chalk it up after that to that until I go to a few more
He
countries.
said, "What's
But
the best local cuisine?" And
for me though, Nigerian food was straight. But I'm not big into soups and stuff like that. They love soups and whatnot. I'm not big into that and all that. But it was good though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like the food's good, but most people ain't gonna go to Nigeria. So let me cross that one out. Uganda or Uganda or
Tanzania.
Kenya? No, he said after Tanzania. So Uganda or
We say after Tanzania. Oh, after Tanzania. Oh shit,
probably
that's tough.
Uganda or
Of culture
Kenya
food.
maybe.
I'll probably do somewhere in West Africa. Yeah. Oh, hey, it's my my Ghana homeboy right here, but he love Ghana. He one who come on here. He ain't coming a while, but he be coming hard for Ghana, but he love Ghana. He got a girlfriend out there.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
Ghana
yeah,
dude right
yeah,
there.
yeah. That's my Ghana guy.
Say,
Yeah.
you know I'm gonna roll with Ghana all day, bro. He come salute you, bro, because usually he come on here like he said me straight about Ghana.
Yeah, man, you be on that
Yeah,
Ghana slander.
that's my partner right there, bro.
I don't know why it is.
I just didn't enjoy it, bro, and it was weird, bro. That's what made me realize Ghana made me realize I cared about personality. It's not like not on the girlfriend level, but on the having fun level. Because when I was in Ghana, bro, I was hitting some bad joints, bro, some thick joints. I was still bored. Like,
Mm,
why am I bored? I mean, because to me, when I was in Accra, they have like a weed smoker like personality, and I feel like that's good for like a girlfriend. If I, like for a girlfriend, that's good. But
yeah,
as far as like when I'm having fun in the Airbnb, want you to dance, it just I don't know. So I think Ghana, if I was doing some like trying to get a wife, I feel like I would enjoy Ghana more. But on my having fun leaving like missing Kenya, I think it wouldn't hit it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I think
But
it all
I still
depends
love
on what
Accra.
stage
They
you
hurt me.
at, right? Like what
Yeah,
stage you
yeah,
at, what
yeah,
you
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
do, like what you trying to do, what you trying to accomplish. Like that's why you can't say this country is better than this one because some countries are better for something else than the
Nah.
other.
It's all preference.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you got a
It's all
super chat
preference.
somewhere in here. Yeah, he sent you a super chat by the way, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Let me see if I
Yeah,
can
I know.
find it.
I know you got that ship Wi-Fi. You know, you struggling over there.
Oh man, hey, appreciate you. He said currently in South Africa, but Kenya is much better to live in. Hey, appreciate you, Playboy. And tell us why, bro. We don't know exactly why. Cause we got a bunch of South African lovers and we got a bunch of Kenya lovers. My boy. Nah man, Anthony, I got you. But we won't know exactly. Tell me why though. Tell me why Kenya is better to live in. Appreciate that $2 super chat. Go back up to everybody up here.
He
Well, there
said,
you
"Hold
go.
up, that Ghana
Chat
for
doesn't
some."
open up. All right. Say, bro.
No, I wouldn't say Ghana's for
Barbecue. There we
stoners.
go.
Tom Slick. I would just say
So I
that's
like
the
GMT Live
personality type.
because
They're not really pro marijuana at all out there. They was police
yeah,
checkpointing me
I
all
made
the
that
time.
clear. They're they're not pro marijuana. They just have a weed smoker personality.
Yeah, he's
You
just
know what I'm
talking
saying? I say their
about.
personality.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Everybody coming
All
up.
right, all right. Well, homeboy Jess,
Yeah.
what's going
What's
on,
going
Jess? Man,
on,
go ahead.
bro?
Hey,
What's
come
good,
on,
fellas?
defend Ghana, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
Ghana,
scared.
Nah,
you can here
nah.
too. My other homeboy love Ghana too.
Nah, I'm just telling you, like, I ain't even gonna come up here to defend Ghana. You know, I'm a ride with the country, but if you want a chick that's less laid back than Ghana, then I keep telling you, bro, you gotta try Nigeria. I think you really would like Nigeria.
Yeah, I think he would too.
Because
Real.
Nigerian chicks are West African, but it's like Ghanaian people are more laid back and calm. Like especially Ghanaians that live in the south of the country. You know what I'm saying? They party and stuff, but they have a more laid back personality. But Nigerians' personality is like the complete opposite. Like a lot of Nigerian women like party hard. Like most of the women in Ghana don't even drink like that. Like I probably say 60 to 80% of women in Ghana don't even drink. And the ones that do drink, they they don't have a high tolerance. They might be like super drunk after like 3 drinks. You know what I'm saying? But Nigerian women is similar to Kenyan women. Like they go hard with the drinking. They about having fun, and they got a lot of semi pros out there. So it's like you could see like the
Hey, bro.
baddest chicks, and if you
Hey, bro.
down for a regular paper,
I love Nigeria chicks.
and this is the thing too though, Gooch. You keep you. I
I'm
know you
already knowing,
always
bro. I
say
love because I be in Dubai a lot. I be in Dubai a lot, and
that's what I'm
go
about to
ahead.
say. I know you always say, well, oh, I see a lot of Nigerian chicks in Dubai when I go to these other countries. But it's different when you go in the country
Yeah.
because here's the thing about Nigeria. Like I've said some stuff about Nigerian chicks, but it's hard to really kind of pinpoint them because it's such a large, heavily populated country. Like
Mhm.
it's over 200 different tribes in Nigeria, bro. That's like one of the largest, most diverse countries in Africa. Like in Ghana, you only got like 70 tribes. You know what I'm saying? You got like maybe 5 or 6 main tribes, but in Nigeria, you got the 3 main tribes, Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. And then you got like a whole gang of other tribes. So it's really hard to kind of like most people when they think of Nigerian chicks, they just think of those three. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hausa chicks are a little bit more laid back, but the Igbo and the Yoruba chicks are the chicks that's like really turning up. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
they're more
saying?
funny, yo. Hmm.
And so even like a Ghanaian guy, like you're right, like Ghanaian chicks are more laid back. Even a lot of Ghanaian dudes, they were like, if you want to have fun, have a girlfriend to have fun with and party and drink, get you a Nigerian chick. But if you want a wife to settle down with, get you a Ghanaian chick. You know what I'm saying?
I, I definitely feel it. I'm gonna pass to Culture Connection Chronicles just came in, man. What you got to say, player?
Hey, what's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Not much. I'm
What's going on, man?
here,
How you doing,
Africa.
man?
I'm in Josie right now. Just got back from
Oh,
I think it's called Piano Hub, and saw something which is why I wanted to input this. So South Africa is great for like social life, but even with social life, I think the way their social structure is set up, there is too many cliques. And just for example, like me being here, there's so many times Uber drivers tell me, "Hey, if you're going into this area or this area, you may have trouble. Like we may drop you, but we are not going to come pick you up based on the day and time you're doing that." So you don't have that issue in Kenya, for instance. And also in South Africa, the amount of violence that's here, you do have to be more careful than you have to be in Kenya. Um, Financially, I think there is more money in South Africa to make because of um, more multinational companies that are here. But again, the way the society is over here set up, people don't have the leverage to be able to get into these things without either bribes or um, like trying to pull help to get in, like through some type of reference. Kenya, overall, in my opinion, the lifestyle is more chill, and you can switch back and forth to just like being in a like a rural, quiet environment if that's the life you want to live, or you want to live the city life. You have best of everything available in Kenya. Other than that, education, raising family, I think in Kenya, people tend to be more well mannered from what I've observed than here in South Africa. And again, I'm not trying to throw South Africa under the bus or something, but there's a reason why a lot of YouTubers also say this that if you do well in United States, you will do well in South Africa. There's a reason why they say that. But in Kenya, I feel that they still hold on to some of those traditional things that for the reason a lot of men are leaving the West and want to go to other countries to look for better opportunities. Either that's with finances and or for family, because as men we understand that we want to make more money, and if we have the abundance in our life with finances, we want to start families. So South Africa, I don't see it that way. Some people may disagree with me, and I respect that. But my opinion is Kenya overall checks more boxes than South Africa.
All right. I can definitely see that. I always say Kenya to me. Some cities and some different cities in different African countries, they hit number one and number two in like one category, like one or two categories. Then they drop all the way off. And Kenya just is number like two, three in all the categories. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to oversell Kenya, but like to me, Nairobi just like it hits number two and number three in all categories. So Culture Connect, have you been to West Africa? And if you have been, how would you compare West to East and South Africa?
I haven't been to West yet. I have a lot of friends who are West
Have you been
Africans, and
yeah.
I have friends who are West Africans. In fact, right now, and while I'm in South Africa, in fact, in a couple hours, I'm leaving for Cape Town. It's 3 in the morning over here. Um, West Africa, from what I have heard from friends, and then again, I have not been there. This is just what I've been told. It's a good place to go. However, if you want the best of everything, I still see Kenya more towards that. And here's one of the reasons why. While here I'm in South Africa, I do not see too many developments being made. However, if you go to Kenya, either you're in Nairobi or Mombasa, you always see investments or buildings, like businesses building up. There is more money flowing into Kenya than there is money coming into South Africa. So just in terms of growth as well, Kenya is growing much faster. It just happens to be on the east side of Africa. And for me, currently, I am working on relocating my family to Kenya. So, in fact, I have my mom, my sister, and other family members who are in other countries to visit Kenya for Easter and see how they like it. And then, if everything goes well, my plan is to relocate to Kenya.
All right. Cool. Jess, man, when you going to East Africa or South Africa, and when you go, man, I want you to compare it to Ghana because I know you like the Ghana expert up here. But I want you to go East and South to compare it, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give an honest assessment.
Jess,
I'll be you can hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
yeah, I
we
can
can
hear you. I
hear
can
you,
Okay.
hear you.
bro.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to East and South Africa this year. So I'm gonna see. Well, so all right. So when we first, I think we met in like 2000, what 21 or something like that.
Something
So
like
my
that, yeah.
original my original plan was always for to have a hub in West Africa, East Africa, and South Africa. So now I'm kind of going back to my kind of like my original plan way back from 2018, but I kind of updated it a little bit. So I'm kind of falling back from Colombia. Like I've had my fun, and my boy Rob. What I seen what happened with my boy Rob, I'm like, I don't think I'll be able to make it work with a long term relationship unless I'm in the country a little bit longer. So for me, it's gonna be Ghana. I'm doubling down on Ghana, but I'm gonna have a hub, like a spot in Nairobi. I'm gonna have a spot in somewhere in Nigeria. I'm gonna have a spot in somewhere in South Africa. Um, so, but I'm really going hard on on Ghana right now. Like I got a lot of stuff as far as like business and investments, and I'm also connecting with a lot of organizations and people within the government. I don't really want to say too much, but it's some stuff that I'm trying to put together that's gonna make life a lot easier for like African Americans and the African diaspora in general.
Yeah, work on that citizenship for me, man. They need to hook us up, man, so we can hook them up, fix that country, man.
Hey, it's telling you if I pull this off, like I'm really go be like the
Because Ghana would take off if they start offering us free citizenship. Like, come on over here, build and all that. They'll surpass almost everybody. But that's just. I'll digress.
yo, if whoever becomes the hub of diaspora integration, meaning like they are able to get far more people from the diaspora than anybody else, they're gonna start lapping people because um I mean it's just give you an example, just for African Americans, that's over 1 million African American retirees. If just that segment alone, people I think that's like 65 to 75 age bracket of African Americans. Just that group of African Americans alone have like $1 trillion in retirement. You know what I'm saying? So if you just start bringing in retirees, I mean, it's a lot of stuff we got. It's a lot of stuff that you can do. But if you start bringing in a diaspora, um, more than any other African country, then you're just going to kind of accelerate your growth because you're bringing in you're closing skill gaps. You're bringing in tourism dollars. You're bringing in capital, right? Because they need a place to hold their money, all that type of stuff. But we got a lot of stuff in the work. It's about to get real crazy. I'm telling you, bro. It's about to get real crazy.
Yeah, keep us updated, man. It sounds beautiful.
Yeah, for real, bro. Yeah, definitely, man. Cause I'm glad I invested, bro. So I bought my apartment in the Westlands in Nairobi, bro. So it's like the top area, one of the top areas in the city. It's like uptown. It's not the CBD. It's like the nicest restaurants, upscale clubs, and and so I have a realtor, and she sends me like their new stuff all the time now, bro. They building the building now with all 3 bedroom places, bro. That's gonna be so expensive.
When
I
when
already
is it
know,
gonna
but the
be
West.
done? When
I
is
think
construction
the one
completed?
that one was like I'll send you my realtor, and she'll send them all to you. Remind me, and I'll give you her number. And if you just tell her you interested, she'll send everything to you. But it might be done in like 2 or 3 years. But it's a it's all 3 bedroom and 2 bedroom. 'Cause I bought in my building. I'm gonna be honest with you. I bought a 1 bedroom, but because I didn't want to start my lifestyle. I wasn't really committed. I wanted to be able to still party and hang out and live my lifestyle. So I just got a 1 bedroom just for investment. But for 55,000, but it already jumped up already. So I know once it's ready, it's gonna jump up even more. And I'm on the quiet side
Hey,
with the Westlands because like the Westlands is like lit, but like they got a quiet side. It's like it's like you know how you go like the base like downtown city areas. You have like a nice neighborhood that's close to like the nightlife, but it's like a
Yeah.
nice, but it's in close to the city, but it's like that neighborhood that's close to the city, but real nice. That's where I'm at, bro. So like it's like a quiet area, but I'm like by everything. So I can be like people pay man. Like I always I lived in a like a high rise a year in Atlanta, and Ever since then, bro, I always loved high rises. So I can't wait till my shit ready. I got like 2 more years. Mine will be ready. But yeah, but she sends me stuff
Okay.
all the time. I'll send it to you, but I'm telling you, I have the law. If I knew what I knew now 10 years ago, bro, I would have been buying in Nairobi because I got the lawyer and I got the realtor to buy a property. You don't even got to be there.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
You don't even got to be there, bro. You
I'm
can
gonna,
buy.
I'm
You
gonna
can
wait. I'm
you
gonna
can
wait a few
buy.
years for Nairobi as far as investing in
That's
the apartments. Cause I'm actually about to. I'm working on getting some apartments and Accra. So I wanna have one by the end of the year, and then I want to get like three more next year. So anywhere from like 20,000 to 50,000 an apartment. Cause I'm about to do the Airbnb. Bro, I got a lot of stuff going on, bro. I got a lot of stuff going on with once everything get set up, I'll kind of start talking about it more. But yeah, I definitely want to there's a business that I started in Ghana. I'm about to expand. It's a lemonade stand that I started. I'm about to expand to like by the end of this year. I want 5 locations in Ghana. But I definitely want to expand to Kenya. I want to expand to Kenya, Nairobi
Nice.
particularly. So I'm looking at I'll tell you, I can't think of them all right now. I got everything written down and stuff. But
do your
that's what I
thing, bro.
wanted
We
to ask you.
definitely
When
gonna
you
chop.
when
We
you
can
going
chop.
to
We definitely gonna chop
Nairobi?
it up and
When you going to
yeah,
Nairobi?
probably around like bro, it'll be like August this year. It's gonna be late this year, like August, bro. Because between apartment, me and my girlfriend got some shit going on too. I'm trying to. I'll let you know when it's going. I got some stuff going on too in Nairobi, so I won't be there to August. But when I do get there, I'm probably gonna be there for
Hey,
like 3 months, at least 3 months.
if you
Because I
if
got
you
some
if
business stuff. I got some personal family stuff. I'm doing my thing too in Nairobi right now, low key, bro. I'm bubbling on low too in Nairobi, bro. I don't be
so I'm
talking
gonna
about
just
everything I'm
say
doing,
this. So I'm gonna
but
just
yeah,
say
man. So
this.
I'll probably yeah.
If you wanna franchise in Nairobi, holla at your boy. You know what I mean? Because what I'm gonna do is when I kind of expand out there, I'm gonna probably only get like one. So I'm gonna probably keep like 5 in Ghana and franchise the rest. And when if I expand to another country, so let's say if I expand to Nairobi, Nigeria, and South Africa, then I'll probably just own one and I'll probably franchise the rest. You know what I mean? In the franchise, the lemonade stand franchise that I'm doing, it's real low startup cost. It's like under, like probably like a couple thousand. It's the price is different. It varies, based on the location or based on the country. But I got the operators manual, standard operating procedures, everything set up. Once I get out there, I just gotta, get the franchise paperwork done per country. You know what I mean?
Mhm. No, well, that's
So,
what's up, man. That's
so if you
real
want to
good.
live,
That's what's up, bro.
if you
That,
want a little passive income, you know what I mean?
And see GMT, like
do it, bro. Do
what
hey,
you were just saying
after you with
about
the king, bro,
Westlands.
you get it set up. Just let me know.
Okay, okay.
But you see
What's
GMT,
that?
like you keep. I said just what you were saying about Kenya and Westlands. See, this is what I'm saying. Like here in South Africa, I'm in Sandton. I go to Rosebank. I'm in Bryanston right now. But you don't see the development that we talk about or you're talking about happening over here, which is why I was saying like Kenya is growing really fast. Like in 10 years, even 5 years, like a lot of things to buy, especially in terms of like land in Nairobi, is going to become very difficult. So in 10 years, and given Kenya is working on its tech side as well, like Kenya is moving in the direction like what Singapore was doing years ago.
But
Like
Yeah,
South
Kenya
you're right.
has
Bro,
Africa,
I
more
see it, bro. Because
resources than Singapore,
everywhere
though.
you go, there's
like in South Africa,
it
the
has more
market to
resources.
compete.
Yeah.
No,
Singapore doesn't
you
really
need
have natural resources. But go ahead.
in South Africa, like you can still do investments, but over here, the
Hmm.
competition to get into the market is much higher than Kenya. You can get into Kenya and your investment will mature in a few years and you will be much happier overall just with the outcome of what it is. South
Yeah, that's true.
Africa, I mean, unless things change here, like I don't see how things are going to go or are going to be happening here. I think Kenya is going to take the lead.
So what you're saying is like Kenya is a better investment wise and business wise and even possibly culture wise as a hub for I guess Black Americans or any man really. That's what it sounds like you're saying, culture connection.
In my opinion, because let's say, okay, this house that I'm staying in, very nice 3-story level house, 6 bedrooms, and we're here celebrating my friend's birthday. And the person who bought this house probably purchased this thing for like maybe like 200 and some change. You can get 2 properties for that amount in Kenya. So you have to
Actually,
ask yourself, do
you
you
can
want
probably
one or
get more
two?
than that. You can probably
You
get
can do more than
that.
that, but yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like this house is
Yeah,
like already built. Yeah, it's
Uh,
already
so
built
I,
and it's already furnished, and it's it's basically like a villa.
right.
so I think the whole thing of that is though that is the fact that South Africa is like 10 to 15 years ahead of Kenya. Like when you talk about development and electricity, so it's kind of like the U.S. Like if you compare the U.S. to other countries, like the U.S. is so much more developed, so everything is more expensive. The markets are more saturated, so like if you go to a country like Kenya that's less developed than South Africa, it might be easier for you because everything's cheaper because it's not as developed, and there's not as much people in the market that you have to compete with. Same thing with Ghana. Like it's a lot of market gaps that South Africa don't have. Like if you look at South Africa, like South Africa has the most dollar millionaires in Africa. You know what I mean? It's the financial capital of entire Africa. Like when you talk about like I think it's called Santon or something like that. So it's kind of similar to like if you comparing less developed countries to somewhere like Dubai or US or Singapore or something like that. Like it's more
Exactly.
opportunity.
Mhm.
Exactly, and that's why I was saying, like, as an investor, if you are trying to do something, the money making for most Westerners is going to be areas like Santon. But Santon is very saturated, and if you're trying to get something here, you're going to pay a lot of money. So
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Kenya, you have far many more options. You just don't have Westlands over there. You have many other options in Kenya that are coming up, and people are looking at that. And then the question is, you also want to enjoy what you have. So if you have a property, you want to go to that country, you want to spend time there, you want to make friends, you want to be a part of the community. Like while here being in South Africa, it's actually really sad that for me, like when I hang around Santon, like it's a whole different South African experience as compared to you going to other townships, like like in Soweto or whatever, like, and that's where you actually see the South African culture. But then the problem is, if you're going into some of these spaces, you want to take somebody with you. You don't want to go by yourself. So, and part of that, people may disagree, be like, oh, you can go, it's not that bad or whatever. But the question is, do you really want to take the risk when the locals tell you themselves, hey, don't go there by yourself, take someone with you? Like when I was in Kenya, nobody ever told me, hey, this is a Somali neighborhood, people go missing. But guess what? You can't go there. Like people are like, no, you can go there. It's not an issue. And while I was in Kenya, I went into some of these neighborhoods. There was never a problem. But here in South Africa, you cannot do that. Like, just freely just move around.
Mm.
Yeah, because it's like South
You're
Africa
right. You're definitely
is
right, bro.
now I was just gonna say South Africa is about 10 to 15 years ahead of Kenya, and Kenya is about I'll probably say about 6 to 8 years ahead of Ghana.
Hey, they
So
building
it's
up
it's
in
kind of
Ghana
like
now. They building up in Ghana now. You know.
yeah, it's a lot of infrastructure. It's a lot of construction projects in Ghana. Like I mean, it's a bunch of new highways and overpass being built. But Ghana definitely still has
Well,
a
Ghana just ain't
long way to
cheap.
go.
It's expensive. It's so expensive out there, bro.
West Africa is just
Bro,
expensive
Ghana,
as a group
Ghana
as a
And
is
it's
region.
cheap
not
as
just,
hell to me, bro.
West Africa
and
expensive, bro.
I,
It
I
is. It
and
is.
cry, I cry, I cry. It's cheap as hell to me.
I hate to
Why we have
interrupt
this
you on this.
argument? Why we always?
I
But
hate-
their currency is also kind of strong though. Compare, like it's like the CD is not too far off.
But you also have to see who is investing in Ghana. Most people who want to go to Ghana are mostly people who are 40s and retirees. People going into Kenya are much younger people. Like younger people want to go into Kenya. Like
Yeah,
people
but
of a certain age range are more into Ghana.
It's a
Yeah,
way.
you're right.
It's
It's big
a
money
way
investing
smaller
into
group
Ghana
though.
too.
That's the
Big
that's
money
the
going
thing
in
though.
there.
It's a way smaller group of people that's going to Kenya versus going to Ghana. So yeah, there may be some younger people, but we talking about what maybe like a couple hundred people that's going to Kenya for expatriation versus like a couple thousand in Ghana.
Yeah, but see, that's in
Because
optics.
it's young people, and so like Kenya is really getting a push right now. Let's say Nairobi in particular is getting a big push because of the passport bro thing. Really, if you want to be honest, like it's a lot of passport bros, particularly a lot of African American passport bros that's pushing. And I'm not even gonna say it's a lot. I'm not gonna say it's a lot because there's not a lot of passport bros that push Africa overall, but it's more visibility with Nairobi because it's the bigger content creators that's really hitting up Kenya heavy, right? So if you talk
But that's
about
the but you have to ask yourself
mhm.
but you have to ask yourself why are more young YouTubers going to Kenya rather than going to Ghana? Like
Oh, that's
why is
easy.
it that they're not going
That's
to Ghana?
easy to answer.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
The reason for that is because the women in Nairobi are way more liberal than the women in Accra.
Okay. And
So meaning liberal, meaning I mean I don't want to say it outright, but you know what comes,
But
you
I
know
know
the
what you mean.
no,
benefit.
I
You
get
know
what
the
you're saying.
benefit that comes from
Yeah,
liberal
we know
women.
what you
So
mean.
so let's talk about the top content creators. Let's keep it real. What are these guys looking for? The top content creators that have been pushing Nairobi in the space. We know what they're looking for in terms of dealing with women. Whereas in Accra, you know what I mean? Like a lot of guys go to Accra and they're not gonna. I mean, you can get it, but it's 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 like I'll say like GMT normally says, like the baddies and the women in Kenya are more available, quote unquote, and that's true. That's true. That's 100% true. Like I think the women in Nairobi are probably the most available in Africa in terms of like having fun, and even I'll say myself, I slid in a couple influencers DMs, and they was down and ready. You know what I'm saying? It was like, hey, we could go to dinner tonight. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
you
but
probably
see,
not gonna get that in a lot of other countries.
but you see, it goes back to earlier statements. The issue is not that. The actual issue is marketing. Like Ghana is not being marketed to young people. It's being marketed to like much older crowd because it's being
That,
marketed for like investments. It's not being marketed for like, hey, like
Yeah,
Ghana
that
could be
whole
a great
return to
place for
Africa
social life,
thing.
nightlife.
Yeah, you're right because
yeah, I agree with that.
like a lot of serious brothers, like yeah, they're marketing to African Americans, but they're marketing to a select group of African Americans, like that, 45 and up crowd, or maybe even 55 and up crowd. Retirees retire here. You can abode here. You can retire here. Put your money back into the economy. So they're being more strategic, like you said, Cultural Connects. Like I agree with
Yeah,
you 100% on that because they have a lot of business people that I've heard about or know about putting money into it that are African American, as opposed to Kenya. It's not so much. It's more so the YouTubers, young people. They might have a little something. They might make even 100K a year, but they don't have like that nest egg that the retirees have, and
bro.
the access to capital and pensions and all that other stuff that the retirees have. So the big money is definitely going to Ghana
Listen,
as opposed to Kenya.
I know a lot of African American guys that have become millionaires in Ghana, like straight up. I don't know no brothers that went to Nairobi and became millionaires. And that's not a knock to Nairobi because I like Nairobi. and I'm gonna have an apartment out there, and I'm gonna do
No,
business out there. You know what I'm saying?
those
Mm.
But it's a
no, the
but I
African
agree with you
Americans.
though. I agree with you. They are, and it's something that I brought up to the organization out there is that they are kind of marketing to an older crowd as far as that. But they do have young people coming out there to visit, and I think so. One of the strategies that I'm going to be implementing is actually pushing younger people to come out there to visit, and then maybe they would expatriate later on. You know what I'm saying? Which
You, you,
I have a
you know,
whole I have a go ahead.
International Jay, you know, we live in a time when if you speak on it like how we are talking up here, like it's not going to grab people. You have to have people like let's say like Austin or Check in Effect or some of these guys, like they have to go there and start promoting, or somebody else start promoting and start showing like, look, because you also think of it in this way. Look at countries where like where they don't have where they're having a population decline, and people who have money, although they have money, but people with the money, let's say old money, like people who have money and they have been keeping that money, the way the taxes work and how those people use that money to keep moving it around is way different than, let's say, some young people come in, and now because of tech, people are doing remote jobs, and more people are looking for remote work to do, and remote work is going to go up as tech is changing. And Kenya right now is looking at, okay, well, if you're living here making X amount of money, especially if you are a foreigner, like their tax bracket is about 40 to 45%. They want more like techies and more people or young people working there so they can like make more money in taxes.
Mm.
So I'm gonna say this, bro. I agree with a lot of stuff you're saying. I'm gonna keep it real, man. When I first went to Ghana, I was kind of gatekeeping a little bit. I was my fear about Ghana was that because I'm a marketer, my first successful business was actually a digital marketing agency. You know what I'm saying? I've been studying marketing for over 10 years, so I know how to get the young people over to Ghana. But my only worry about Ghana is that I would also attract Pookie and Ray Waves over there, and I don't really want to have a whole bunch of Pookie and Ray Waves.
I mean,
Because
International Jay,
Ghana's a
I understand what you're saying.
hold on. Ghana's an extremely peaceful country. Like people don't even really fight for real in Ghana. Like people be pushing and shoving and stuff like that. I've never seen a fist fight in Ghana. Like stuff
I
does go
I
down
have,
here and there.
but
You
go
know what I
ahead.
mean? But it's like it's super peaceful out here. So I don't
Yeah,
want
it
to
is.
attract no negative elements. So but now I'm at the point I'm gonna keep and I'm gonna say there's some things that I'm working on that I'm hoping one of them is gonna be completed and one of them is gonna be able to kick off in 27 and the other one should be completed in 2028 that is gonna pretty much give Ghana an extremely unfair advantage over the rest of Africa in terms of bringing in people. So yeah.
But see, the International Jay, I agree with you.
Hey,
And
hey, bro, that's
um,
what's up. Hey, but
go ahead.
go
Do you
ahead.
tell
Okay.
me?
Oh no, I was just about to say, but we all saying, but checking the effect in Austin and Nairobi. A lot of people don't know this, but I was the one who convinced him to come to Nairobi, bro. A lot of people don't know that. Like I remember when checking the effect was in Egypt, not Egypt. He was in Morocco, and I'm like, bro, you not in the real Africa. I'm like, bro, what you mean? You know, I'm not in the real Africa. I'm like, bro, you're not in real Africa. We were in South Africa together. I'm like, you gotta go to Kenya. He went to Kenya his first week, bro. He was like, I don't know why y'all like this shit. But he left and came back. He stayed there for a whole 3 months, bro. He fell in love with it. In Austin, I used to post my Kenyan chicks in his Facebook group, trying to convince him to go. And he used to be like, I'm tired of y'all trying to tell me to go to Kenya. And Austin, he be trying to make like controversy just to get views. But from a YouTuber point of view, I know where he's coming from though. When he went there, bro, he fell in love, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even No Excuse Rob, bro. I convinced Rob to go to Africa. He didn't even. I remember No Excuse Rob didn't even want to go to Africa. Now he getting divorced from a Colombian chick, and, and all about Africa. So I feel like I'm the low key fucking African push. Like I'm like the underground king of Africa, bro. Like the people who know. People who really know. But everybody else they follow the big guys. But I was want to convince them to come to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Kenya especially. So I played a big part. I don't know, but not them. But the YouTubers going to Africa, I played a big part in that.
Yo, I'm not gonna
I don't know
lie,
about anything else, but
GMT.
And International Day, I
You
want
be
to
pushing Kenya like a damn car salesman, boy. When I tell you this, bruh, this dude been trying to convince me to betray Ghana. Talk about, man, forget Ghana, man. You got to come over to Nairobi, man. Come over to Nairobi. I'm telling you, this dude be going hard, bruh. So I need to get on GMT level.
But I make sure I don't oversell
like
it.
he pushing Nairobi.
I mean,
But
we
see,
all have favorites.
but I tell the flaws too. I don't oversell it. I say, listen, I say Nairobi may not be number one in every category, but it's 2 or 3 in every category. That's what separates it from the rest of the place like South Africa. It's a few areas that South Africa is number one. A few areas number one. Even Tanzania, a few areas is number one. But then after that, everything else drops all the way off. Even Rwanda, I went there. It's a few categories that Rwanda could be number one, but then everything else it drops to 0. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Kenya, Nairobi is just like number.
But hey, International
Go
J,
ahead.
I know you was concerned about the Pookies, but I feel like most brothers have to be really kind of somewhat serious if you're going to Africa, because number one, the plane ticket costs a lot. Number two, it's not cheap. Africa is not the cheapest place to go to. I don't care what country it is. So you got to be a serious brother. Like Latin America, them Pookies and Ray Rays can get over there, as you say, pretty easily and mess that up. But it's hard. Like they really got to put in some work to mess up Africa, in my opinion.
And it's not just that.
Most if I say, hey,
people,
come to Africa with me, they're not coming. They're gonna need $1,000 at least, even if they're doing the best they can or find a good deal or whatever. Those dudes ain't trying to. They be like, well, why put up with $1,000 when I can get this Latina over here that I really want? And Africa still has a lot of negative connotation and stigmas to it. So there's no way. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. Maybe even some generations that have to come to pass before a lot of black people are like, yeah, Africa's cool. The stigma's away, or they just don't know enough information about Africa still, because not enough people promoting it. It's like 3 or 4 people really going hard on it that have a lot of clout and are big names that are black males anyways.
Hey Malik, you preaching to the choir, bro. I agree with everything you just said.
So don't worry about the Pookies. I think just push it to more black people, because I feel like the more black people that come over will help people like myself who want to come over there and help GMT, because every group has their little subgroup in Africa, right? Like, so say if GMT gets into some trouble, he can contact us because we his group. You know what I'm saying? We understand him the most, as opposed to him by himself. Who you gonna call? His African homeboys? They might be like, I don't understand the issue here. What's the problem? Like they might, like give him a hard time when he really need help. And you're always stronger when you have a group. You know what I'm saying? Like every culture.
And it's not just that. Subgroup. You also have to look at most African people have decorum. They are not going to stand by it like that Pookie and Ray or ratchet behavior. And there's a reason why in African communities, like parents are very strict with their kids on how they present themselves. So if there are people who show up and they're doing behavior like that, believe it or not, like most African people are going to not take it well. They're going to be like, hey, get your shit out of here.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. The closest thing they got to Pookies in Ghana is Nigerians.
Yeah, but that's a very different kind of Pookie. That's a different kind of Pookie.
Yeah, that's even worse, honestly, because Pookie and Ray not gonna scam you. They'll take money out your pocket.
Nah, real talk though, because I mean, and I'm not saying this about all Nigerians, but I'm just saying that when I, living in Ghana since 2022, I've seen like a lot of like Nigerian immigrants that live in Ghana that are like cosplaying as hood Black Americans. I'm talking
Yeah.
about pants sagging, engaging in LGBTQ behavior. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about the men and the women. You know what I mean? So that's the closest thing I've seen out there to like behavior. And
But
the
International
Ghanaian
J,
people, they'll go in on them too, boy. They be like,
International J. What's funny is you'll have that same group. They'll say Black African Americans don't have no culture, but they're trying to copy things they see on TV that Black Americans do. That's the funny thing.
I don't even pay people like that no mind no more, bro.
I,
I don't
I, I
even.
don't I don't either. It's just funny. It's just like, why would you? I
Uh,
don't know why they say that, but whatever.
I've only heard that from the immigrants in the states. To be honest, I've never really heard it because I've been to Nigeria too. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I've,
but
I've
they'll
only been
say
to Lagos.
that there too. If you ask them, they're not gonna say it to you unless it's brought up. But
Yeah,
that's the
hey,
way they think, though. It's kind of like, you think you're at home, but you're really not at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look at us as a tribe, like we're different from them. But if they come to our country, we would look like, hey, they're just Black like me.
well, the thing is, man, like
Hey,
I think Nigerian people, from my experience, are like probably like the least friendliest West African people. Um, from my
Friendly.
experience, I
Oh,
say to me they're
yeah,
like the
yeah,
least
yeah.
friendliest.
I don't know
Um,
about that. They'll talk to you, but they usually want something. Like in
right.
Ghana,
And
they
what I
not like
mean,
they want something. You know what I mean?
what I mean by like least friendly, like from my personal experience, like most of the people I dealt with in Ghana are like very welcoming, and they was buying me stuff like, yo, man, you gonna try some of this? I got you. You know what I'm saying? The only person that I had that actually begged for money from me in Ghana was this goddamn security guard that worked for one of my apartment complex.
Mhm.
Like this dude will always beg stuff, but most people like, yo, I got invited to like Sunday dinners,
Yeah,
with
that's
the
not gonna happen in
family.
Nigeria in terms of like people buying you
Right.
stuff. Forget that. You got a better chance of hitting the lottery. People will just buying you stuff. Nah.
Well, see,
Right.
this is
So
why
that's what I'm
you're
saying.
discussing.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Like from my experience, because I've dealt with Liberians, I've dealt with Ivorians, I've dealt with Gambians, and I've dealt with Nigerians and Togolese. And
Mhm.
like when I compare all of them, like to me, Nigerians are more like, I'm saying this in general. Not every Nigerian feels like this way. Like Nigerians are like, I'm the best. Ghana, we are the giant of Africa. You know what I mean? You're
And,
not
and and they have
Nigerian.
nothing to brag about in Nigeria, to be
Like
honest. They
I
just
mean, but that's their culture.
yeah, that is
yeah,
part of
that's
their
what I'm
culture
saying.
to be
That's what I'm saying.
arrogant
To me,
and cocky a little bit.
they're the
They're the
least
most
friendly in
arrogant.
that way.
They're the
Where they're
most
like,
arrogant. I'll say that.
they're like it's like Nigeria versus they don't have that Pan African spirit like Ghanaian people. Well, like Ghanaian people, like okay, I'll vibe with African Americans or Liberians and Ivorians. Nigerian people, like it's like Nigeria and everybody else type vibes. That's what I get anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Because I've been to Nigeria too, so I would say, that
What cities you been to?
in Nigeria, I've been to Lagos, and I've been to what's this city called
Abuja.
Abeokuta. No, I didn't go to Abuja. I want to go. I
Okay.
kind of got sick, so I couldn't go. But yeah, I've been to Lagos and Abeokuta, and I'll say Nigerian people are very, they're definitely arrogant when it comes to their country compared to other African countries, and they definitely like to do that flexing stuff, and they're about their money, man. A woman's not going to
Yep,
be paying for you like that and stuff like that. You said Westerns are
bro.
super arrogant. Yeah, yeah, they are. But we're just talking about in terms of African countries, Um, Tanzania,
So
Tony.
that's why
Sorry.
I say like Nigerians remind me a lot of
and that's my
certain
homeboy, bro.
groups
He
of
he
Africa.
he married in fucking Tanzania. That's my ace boon coon.
I was gonna say Nigerians remind me a lot of like certain. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real, bro. I gotta keep it real. Like that flexing and arrogant stuff.
But International
Like,
J, to your point, I really feel like a lot of African Americans would get along with Nigerians. It's just that going to Nigeria is just such a pain in the ass, man. If it
yeah.
wasn't
International J, be careful. You're on YouTube.
Oh, okay, my bad. Well, it's just a pain. It's very stressful to get to Nigeria, man. That's the reason why I think a lot of African Americans are gonna go. Because if not, I feel like a lot of African Americans would go and connect well with Nigerians. If the country was
I
set
don't
up a
know,
little
bro.
better.
I don't know. Cause I
I
feel
think
like
so.
the only thing I think that may be like a friction point is I think that it'll be too much similarity. You know what I mean? Like it's like when it's almost like when you got two alphas trying to compete for that tight spot. That's what I think.
Mhm.
That's what I think will happen. To
Well,
be
see,
honest.
that's why International J, I was telling you, you don't have to worry about the Pookie and Ray Ray so much because if you think about Africa in itself and people who want to come to Africa, people are going to go where they resonate with. If people who have a Pookie and Ray Ray or a flexing sort of like, I don't know, personality, like they're not going to enjoy like East Africa, for instance, because people there don't like people who behave like that.
Well, I'm not really worried about it now. This is something I was worried about way back in like 2018, 2019 when I first started traveling to Africa. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? As far as like as an adult anyway. But now it's like, man, it is what it is. And like I have some plans and safeguards in place that's gonna stop that from happening anyway. So I ain't even tripping. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they're starting to pull people into Mauritius, and uh, who knows how that's going to come up. But I mean, Mauritius is a very small island, so
Yeah.
if even if they try doing stuff like that, I mean, that's going to get filled in fast.
I seen a black American couple that said they like Mauritius, but everybody else on YouTube said that Mauritius was racist. Like the Indian people there are racist. It's like Nigerian YouTubers, black American YouTubers. There's a black UK YouTubers, and they all said the Indian people in Mauritius are racist. But it's like one black couple that said they didn't feel that way.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
because if you go and try to do some of young people's stuff, most Mauritius are not going to like it. That's why I was saying, if you're in Africa, you're going to resonate with places that the culture kind of fits with your personality. So people who like doing things like over here in the West, they're not going to like some of these places because people there don't behave like that.
Nah, these content creators are like chill people that's like into like regular travel stuff. So like kayaking and what do you call it? Paragliding and stuff like that. They're not even into no stuff.
I mean, they might be
I don't know.
racist because Indian people, there's honestly, in my personal experience, they've been some of the most racist people I've ever met in my life. Indian people, even more racist than white people in some degree. It's just that white people have a financial dominance over everybody, globally speaking, because they got the most billionaires, they own and control the most resources. So their oppression and racism is felt globally. Like their oppression and racism felt more globally than I think Indian people. But if they were in that position, who knows how we would feel about Indian people generally? We might replace white people's racism and white supremacy with that, but they're not in a dominant position. So you know, so we
And I'll
can't say
say,
that.
like me personally, I've never had any bad experiences with Indian people. There was this Indian guy named Roger. Shout out to Roger. When I sold cars, homie bought a car for himself, a car for his wife, a car for his side chick.
Was he
And
young
his
or
partner
old?
came and
Because some
bought.
old Indian people are racist to the bone.
He
Young
was
people
he
are
was
cool.
like he was like middle aged, like probably 50s. You know
Oh
what I'm
well,
saying? He
you
was a
found a
cool,
good one
cool,
because some
cool,
old Indian
cool.
people, man, I tell you, boy, they is some of the most
They
racist.
all
He,
kind of
he
racist though, Indians though.
he bought like 5 cars from me over the span of like 2 years. So shout out to Roger, man.
Shit, I'm,
But I wanted to say this real quick. I feel like West Africa gets a bad rap for some reason within the travel community. Cause like I feel like people just put West African as one big ball when it's really so diverse. Like,
Yes,
bro,
please, international. They educate this
Ghana,
man.
Ghana is way more conservative than Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast is probably more similar to like Kenya or South Africa. Like Ivory Coast is super liberal. Like the chicks out there, they wear short skirts. The chicks out there be down for like casual hookups and stuff like that. It's not really on that level in Ghana. Like you could get it, but a lot of guys, unless you live there, like I'm gonna tell you what a lot of guys that I know that went to Ghana, it was like, you know what? I had to go ahead and break out some paper, get one of these Nigerian chicks or one of these Liberian chicks because the Ghanaian chicks they was talking to, I had about 5 guys that told me that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like they didn't even really deal with no Ghanaian chicks when they was there because they wasn't really trying to, do the casual thing. So, Senegal, you know what I mean? It's a little bit more conservative. Gambia, a little bit more conservative. Nigeria is just it's hard. I hate talking negatively about Nigeria because it's so diverse that it's unfair to
I ain't
really
doing it
talk
too.
bad about them.
But
It's so because it's like it's Nigerian people that you will never meet because they're not in the larger cities like
yeah,
like the Isan tribe and stuff like that. That's kind of like Western Nigeria. It's so big and so populous. Like you know what city I want to check out in Nigeria? I want to check out Kano. It's more like Muslim in the
yeah,
north.
that's the second
Nigeria.
largest city in Nigeria.
Second largest city. Yeah.
It's gotten safer, but be safe up there, bro. You know what I mean? Go up there
Only
with
thing I'm
somebody
worried
you
about is
trust.
what they is Boko Haram.
Yeah, what I'm saying is they had issues like that in the past
Hey,
with
I don't see the
terrorism
news.
and blowing up churches and whatnot. It's safer
Yeah.
now, but be safe, man. People out there starving, so they got the little local gangs. They might mess with somebody who they think got a little money out there. So you gotta go with a guide, is what I'm saying. Because
Okay.
if you don't speak the local language, they're gonna just extort you. I don't think they'll
Let
do
me ask
anything
you
to
this,
you, but
bro.
you don't want to.
Let me ask y'all this. Why do y'all think West Africa gets so much hate, man?
Because of Nigeria. I think
Hold on, hold on,
Nigeria is
hold on.
one of the major factors.
I don't think West Africa get hit. I think it just costs so much, bro. I don't think it's hate, bro. It's not hate. I had a good time there. It's just it ain't cheap. It ain't cheap there. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
But I love
Hey,
Ivory Coast, bro.
GMT.
What's up, man? How you doing, man? What you got to say, man?
I'm good.
What's going on? Welcome.
Yeah, how you doing? I went to Kenya because of you. So I started following you last year when I was in Ivory Coast, in Abidjan for African Cup of Nation. I'm West African. I'm Liberian. But I'm based in New York City, Harlem. So when I went to Kenya because of you, I invested in Kenya. I bought some apartment, a full unit apartment. But basically, I have property in Ivory Coast, Guinea, and Liberia is my base, and Sierra Leone. So one of the
Whoa.
things I want to tell you, if you recommend anybody in Nairobi to any other Chinese developer, they should try to give you at least 1 or 2%. And that can help you to even purchase a property from them, buy a unit from them. So that helped me to pay off 2 of my unit. So I've been, recruiting a lot of West African from New York City to buy property over there. So each client I recommend to the Chinese developers, and they will give me at least 1 or 2%. So for example, if they buying property for 5 million shilling, the 1% probably can get 180,000 shilling.
Wait,
So
would they do that for Americans? Sorry to cut you off, but I mean, because to
they
us
don't
they
even.
market 20%. Like that's what they market to us.
No, I don't think so. It's 1 or 2%.
So you got to go for specifically a Chinese developer though. Like talk to them directly.
Well, I mean, once you recommend it, that's the standard business procedure over there. So once you recommend someone to them, they have to give you that 1 or 2%.
Oh,
So I even recommended to African American guy from Georgia. He met me at Yaya Center in a coffee shop. So I recommended him, and I was able to get at least 1 or 2%. But the difficult part is, you try to recommend someone, if they know that you're making money out of them, they don't want to cooperate. So you don't want to tell the client that, make sure you make your money before informing them. So, but me, I have property in Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast is one of my best places. It's well developed. I believe Abidjan is more developed than Nairobi, but it's just
Really?
yeah, it's just so expensive because of the CFA. Because CFA has more value, and it's in a lot of West African countries like Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Mauritania. They all use the same currency, so it seems to have more value compared to Kenyan shilling.
I'm not gonna lie though, Abidjan, I was very surprised when I went to Abidjan, bro. It looked like New York City of Africa in that
I
joint.
told you to go there, bro. I told you to
it's
go there.
well.
Now the
It
only
was
reason
lit, right?
the only reason I didn't want to go there is because of the language difference, and that was the hardest part about being there. And Abidjan is way more expensive than Accra. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Like the Airbnbs out there, like 2,000 plus, bro,
yeah,
It's
for a
expensive.
month.
yeah. It's very
It's expensive, bro.
expensive. It's a very
It's
expensive country.
expensive.
I just thought about something. Is there a correlation between countries that have resources such as oil or some other resources that are valuable and the expensiveness of it? Because I'm just thinking like Ghana, Nigeria, maybe even Ivory Coast, they have some resources and minerals, as opposed to East Africa, they may not have those. And maybe that plays a factor. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out why it's more expensive.
So when you look at Africa, they're doing offshore drilling right now. They have gold, they have diamond. With the border of Liberia, also part of Ivory Coast that is bordering with Liberia, they have a lot of diamonds, right?
Yeah.
But because of the CFA value, and you find out that 60% of the CFA that is in West Africa is in Ivory Coast. The other 40% are the other West African countries. So Ivory Coast is more of like a superpower among the French-speaking country in West Africa. Yeah, they're very, very powerful. Okay. They have bigger economy than Senegal. They have bigger economy than Burkina Faso. And you got to remember that most of these countries like Burkina Faso, like Mali, like Niger, they don't have seaport. They all depend on Ivory Coast when it comes down to shipping. So that's why they have a bigger economy. So a lot of things Ivory Coast.
Abidjan is the financial capital of West Africa.
Yes. So they're what they have back. They are African Development Bank. They're what the headquarters is.
Well, bro, West Africa, bro, y'all gotta explain this to me, because we had, every time I come up here, me and GMT had this argument that West Africa is not as expensive as you trying to make it. I had to bring up the club bottle list for this man to show him. He was talking about a bottle was $100-something for this bottle. It's like that in the US. I had to bring out the menu list to prove this man wrong. So what specifically in Ghana would you say is more expensive than in Nairobi or in Accra than Nairobi?
For example, if you want to buy a unit, an apartment unit in Accra, the cheapest you can get it for is $180,000 in a very good location. But you could get apartment in Kilimani or Westland for $50,000, $60,000 easily.
You could get the same thing in Accra.
When it depends on
on Acre Street or East Lagoon. East Lagoon.
Apartment. A modern
apartment? East Labone, East Lagoon.
Nah.
West Lagoon, North Lagoon.
Acre Street.
Osu. The only two places that are really, really expensive in Accra are Airport Residential and Cantonment.
But in Abidjan, just a property unit in Plateau. There's neighborhood in Abidjan, they call Plateau or Cocody. Apartment that costs almost $400,000 to $300,000. in
I don't know.
Cogodi.
I didn't see anything when 50,000 when I was there. I had guys send me a couple lists. Everything was 100K and up for like a studio, starting at a studio for
Where in
modern
Abidjan?
bro.
in a crop. In a crop.
Oh yeah. I'm talking
Yeah.
about
Bro,
Cote
you
d'Ivoire.
gotta,
Abidjan is very
you
expensive.
gotta,
I
you
don't know.
gotta,
I'm
you
not.
gotta,
I
you
don't know.
gotta, you gotta link up with me when you come, because I think we'll be in Accra at the same time.
Yeah, we
Like,
might
link
be.
up with me. I could send you some stuff like 50,000, 60,000, 80,000 if you're trying to buy an apartment. Cause I can't lose you to Nairobi, Malik. I can't let them East African dudes win,
I
bro.
mean,
I
it
can't
looked
lose
good
Hey,
you.
out
come this
there.
side, bro.
It looked good
Hey,
out
he
there
want us, Playboy. He want us.
because
He want us.
they
And,
actually market
He
50,000.
Lou.
I shouldn't have to look so hard and talk to you and all this and talk to this person, that person, just to
and
know it's 50,000. In Kenya, it's marketed 50,000 is the price. But no,
yep.
in Ghana, I gotta rub elbows, I gotta kiss feet, I
You
gotta
gotta
bend
negotiate
over.
in Ghana, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta
Exactly.
negotiate
I
in
gotta
Accra.
work real hard for it. But in Kenya, it's right there, like how I
Where you
like
at,
it.
player?
But
And the Ivory Coast
but
too,
I'll
you
get
know,
up with you though. No
uh,
problem.
Cote d'Ivoire electrify a lot of West African countries. That's what a lot of people don't know. Liberia get electricity from Cote d'Ivoire. Ghana get electricity from Cote d'Ivoire. Burkina Faso, even Liberia, Sierra Leone, they get electricity from Cote d'Ivoire. They are very stable when it comes to electricity and water supply. Uh, they have a very good stable system. If you invest, I have a complete building in Abidjan. I have a building of what 30 unit apartment complex in Abidjan. And that's a very good investment. That helped me to pay for a lot of problems in Nairobi. So, but the only thing I don't speak French, I understand it, but because of my Madingo language, Madingo is West Africa. So, but yeah, Arigo is a very good country. It is.
What are you saying, bro? You were breaking up a little bit on my end. I don't know if he's breaking up on yours.
No, that I was saying Arico's, they supply electricity to a lot of West African countries,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah, they electrify part of Liberia, part of Sierra Leone, Burkina
That's dope.
Faso,
That's dope.
and they have a very good system too. The only thing, the currency is so strong, so when you go with USD, it make the place to be so expensive.
Mhm.
But it's the you got to work remotely. I work in finance, so I spend a lot of time in Abidjan, and I have property over there that I'm managing. So if you're able to get a property in Cote d'Ivoire, you make a lot of money. It's a very good place to invest. You know, or and a lot of Africans speak English too, even though it's a French-speaking country, but most of them speak English. You know, or,
Okay.
yeah.
So is it like I have a question for you? Is it the currency that's strong, or is it like they make things expensive over there?
Well, the currency seem to be very strong. The CFA, because CFA, that particular currency, it gives a lot of stability to Ivory Coast. It's the same currency that is in Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Mauritania, Senegal. So already 100% of the CFA that they have in West Africa, Africa has 60%. The other 40% is Senegal, including the other West African countries. So they already
Oh, okay.
have African Development Bank. The headquarters is in Abidjan.
It's like the
You know,
CFA friend, like the
right,
the friend, right? Yeah. Because
right,
$1 is like 600 friend. So
exactly.
I was wondering if it's because like things are expensive, or is it actually a strong currency? Because
No,
you know what I'm
it's
saying.
because of the currency, and the way the French people did it too, they divided Africa in a sense. The CFA that is in West Africa is different from what is in Central Africa. It's
Oh, okay.
completely
All right.
different. So
All right. All right.
if you go to Cameroon, if you go to Central Africa, the CFA there is different from what they have in Cote d'Ivoire.
Oh, all right. That makes sense. All right. Cool.
Right. But because of the common currency that they have in our specific West African region, it gave more value to the currency, you
I
know.
feel what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Right.
All
But
right.
Yeah,
then
it's
again, but
almost
like
like
I will,
it's almost like the euro, because
right.
they have multiple economies linked to it. Different. It's like it's backed by a basket of commodities, I believe. So it makes the overall currency stronger. And because
Exactly.
Ivory Coast has a larger GDP share than those other countries on it, it's gonna
Right.
have, it's gonna get the yeah. So
Right. And then you found out that there are a lot of military bases, like it was gendarmerie or the military training. They have most of the bigger military barracks in Cote d'Ivoire. That most of these French-speaking countries go for military training, or police military training. They all take those training in Cote d'Ivoire. It's a huge market, and you found out that a lot of West African, if you want stable investment, if you want good guarantee for your investment, you invest in Cote d'Ivoire. So that's why you find out that a lot of West Africans will tend to go invest their money in Cote d'Ivoire because of stability. You
Mm.
know, yeah.
I've dealt my personal for me, I've dealt with a lot of West Africans in the States before, and the only chick that I really fucked with, like she was Liberian. I know you guys Liberian give like pretty woman, but the thing is, I've dealt with like
Hmm.
I have coworkers Nigerian, Ghanaian. I've never been really attracted to them hoes. Like, oh my bad for the language, YouTube, but I've never really been attracted to them like that. But
Yeah.
from me going to Africa and going to East Africa, going to some of the countries in South Africa, South African countries, yeah, I find, and even Morocco, like, I find them more attractive to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, like, especially Nigerian women, I've never really been into them like that.
Well,
No
but
offense
because
to any Nigerian people.
the reason is sometimes because I have a lot of Nigerian friends in New York City, Ghanaians, or sometimes people tend to be afraid of the Nigerians because of their population, right? So you
Yeah.
find Nigeria in all part of the world. You talk about 200 million people, right?
Yeah.
So if you find in all what part of West Africa, so in Nigeria tend to stand up when it cause a little bit of trouble. Everybody will say Nigerian, and then when they
Yeah.
do good, everybody say they are Nigerians. Right? But there are a
Yeah.
lot of Nigerians, and
No,
one thing
no.
again, they are very lousy and arrogant. Everywhere you see Nigerian, they will talk loud. They don't want to be under anybody. They just want to shoot everybody they know more. That's the only thing with the Nigerian. When they go
Oh,
anywhere, they are so vocal. They want to stand up that I'm Nigerian.
oh
You
no,
know.
I'm not talking about like the men population. I'm talking about the girl wise, like what I'm
Oh,
attracted to, like girls. Like not I don't care about like I have a lot of Nigerian friends. They're cool people. I'm talking about their girls. Like I've never
Oh, you
really
don't
been
you,
into them.
like what kind of girls do you find attractive? Do
wh-
you like East African women, or like do you like African women? Period.
I mean, I have just beautiful period. You get what I'm saying? Like a little bit of like face wise. You get what I'm saying? If
Well,
you
it
come
depends.
with the
Like what kind of group of women do you like? Like if you had to pick, like I like Russian women. I like
Oh no,
Spanish women.
definitely, definitely. My black sisters get, they got it. Definitely, that's why I'm more focused on Africa right now. But I would say so far, South Africans, Moroccans. I did enjoy. What's that country called again? Damn, it's in East Africa, it's next to Uganda and these places.
Is it Zambia?
Nah.
It's next to Uganda. Shoot,
Well,
Kenya or
close to those countries. Like they got those light skin chicks. I've been there twice. Like what the fuck?
light skin chicks. Ethiopia.
Nah. Um, Wanda. I like those
Oh,
women too.
Rwanda.
but
Oh,
Yeah.
but
okay.
I'll tell you this: Guinea in West Africa. There's a tribe in Guinea they call the Fulani. I think Guinea has the most beautiful women in Africa. But a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know that the Guineans
Well,
because
let
they
me
are
put that in my
Fulani.
note. Let me put that in my note real quick.
Yeah, the Guinea Conakry is a very because it's a French speaking country, so they don't get a lot of attraction. And
Yeah.
people don't even realize there was Kwame Nkrumah when he seek refuge. He was in Guinea in the hand of President Sekou Touré, the late Sekou Touré. He died in Guinea. In fact, he sent Kwame Nkrumah to Romania. He died in Romania and he buried in Guinea, Conakry. You know.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah. He did.
yeah, but a lot of people don't know that people because he was real Pan African and he fought a lot for Africa, a lot, you know.
Yeah, it's just funny how they just exiled him. It's a funny story about that. It's like
Right, right. But then he
how they
he
doing about
died
that?
in Romania, then they buried him in Guinea, you know,
Yeah,
because
because he was like what the vice president of Guinea or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, he gave me a
It
ministerial
was
position when he went there,
pretty. Yeah,
you
yeah, it
know.
was pretty
Be,
interesting.
be, yeah, because he Kwame Nkrumah, Sekou Touré, and Modibo Keita of Mali, they were the real Pan African that were fighting for Africa, you know. And the French people came Modibo Keita and they put this guy Moussa Traoré there as a president, you know. So, you know, Guinea, you should try to visit Guinea. You'll like it. It's a very beautiful country too. It is, you know. But because
Yeah,
of French influence, you don't hear a lot about those French people from, you know. Yeah.
That's
And then
interesting.
Liberia used to be the best country so far back in the days because Liberia was the only country that had American dollar, we had US dollar. And then when they overthrew Turbo, the late President William R. Turbo, and then in the 80s, I think that's the time the American withdraw the USD from Liberia. But Liberia used to be a really good country, you know, because we have a lot of iron ore too. We have a lot of iron ore. We have diamonds. We have gold. But then, you know, and it was the only country that was ruled by African Americans, you know, back in the days. And the past Liberian president, almost like 19 Liberian president, were all African American, you know. And
speaking of Liberia, man, what's up with Liberia, man? They need to offer us some love over here, man, so we can help fix the country, man. What's up with Liberia offering us some love, some African
well,
Americans some love, some
well,
citizenship, some
we
benefits?
went through brutal civil war and the country got destroyed, you know, by
Mhm.
Charles Taylor. So it will take time for Liberia to come back, you know. I'm Liberian, but I don't invest my money there right now because the country is a lot.
I
Yeah,
understand. I understand. It seems like
right.
So,
it might
so
take
you're
a lot
saying
of work.
there's a lot going on in Liberia right now?
Yeah. The country is struggling. It was in 15 years civil war, you know.
Yeah, it takes time to
Oh
recover
wow.
from that
Right.
Civil War stuff. I mean, I might go for a visit, but you know, in terms of investing and taking it serious, I don't think it's probably a good idea, probably based off of what you're saying as well.
Right. But again, Nairobi is any of you guys, man. Your Nairobi is a big place right now. I know it's gonna blow up if this is the best time to invest there. The way I see the market there, it's the right time to invest right now. You know, and you could even stay there to make money by recommending people to the developers. So don't forget
But
about
but but one thing I can say about African countries, they have to be careful to what they cater. You get what I'm saying? Some of these price I be saying, yeah, sometimes they can just sit there and nobody's buying. You building, but your price are not reasonable. They could just sit there. It happens even in America. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't, like the greed gotta stop. Sometimes I'm seeing like some prices for a certain property. It's not even worth it. Nigga, I'm in Africa. I got 200K. Why the hell would I be spending that on that? You get what I'm saying?
well,
Yeah.
well, you can
So
get
let me
better
say
return.
this.
I,
Let me
I
say this real
guarantee you
quick
can get better
to
return.
answer to answer Malik's question. You might want to look into Liberian citizenship because historically African Americans. Somebody got the TV going in the background. If you could mute yourself. So Liberia historically gave citizenship to Black Americans, African Americans. What happened was, I think it was back in the 80s or 90s, they did away with dual citizenship for everybody. So they actually just had a big court case where they reversed it, where now you could get dual citizenship again in 2022. I was talking about that with one of my mentors like a week or two ago. So you may want to look into that. He was telling me that if you Black American, African American, you should be able to get it just off of the strength of that. I don't know the
like
details of it.
what's the requirement? Oh, you don't know the details because I was gonna say
Yeah, I know.
sometimes it's DNA, sometimes you gotta pay investment fee. Like what do you think I'm coming there
Cause
to
I'm
do?
like, cause I'm like this, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and I wanted to ask Mad, the brother with the green Avi. I don't know how to pronounce your name,
Mamadi,
but
Mamadi, yeah.
Mama D. Yeah, I
You're
want to
right.
ask you, like, what are you doing in Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone? Cause that's some rough countries, man. That's them countries are like 20, 30 years behind the countries that we talking about right now, as far as like development and all that type of stuff, health and all that. I mean, it's rough out there. They don't even have Uber in Sierra Leone, bro. What's going on?
Well, but let me tell you, the issue with Liberia and Sierra Leone, I want to say this back in
You you sound real low, Mama D. I don't know what
okay.
happened to your volume.
So I'm saying Liberia and Sierra Leone used to be a very good country, right? So back in the days, even the Ghanaians and Nigerians, everybody used to go to Liberia because Liberia had a US dollar, US currency. It was a very good country. The country was well developed. But because of the civil war, the brutal civil war that we went through when Charles Taylor came with the rebel and fight, and the same civil war continued all the way to Sierra Leone. So that's how those countries was destroyed. But I guarantee you, Liberia and Sierra Leone, these two countries could be a very good place for any African Americans, but
Damn,
they're
why
going
does
through a lot right now, because of the civil war. And they
I'm
went
gonna I'm
through
gonna be honest, bro. Like some African Americans have a hard time living in places like Ghana and Kenya. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I know with Liberia and Sierra Leone literally being like 20 to 30 years behind those countries I just named, it would probably be like 1% of African Americans that would probably be able to live there like
But
long term.
but
yeah,
international
I
Jay,
have a home bill.
that's what I be saying. Like a lot of
Well,
these countries in Africa need to offer us benefits to come over there and help fix. Because what other incentive do we have? Like there's other African countries or countries around the world that are up to standard.
See, that's
But remember,
Build it.
that's a difficulty. Those two countries is a difficulty level I'm not willing to deal with. I need
yeah,
well,
but
I need mid level difficulty. I don't need God mode, bro,
Yeah,
because
like we're not.
it's rough out there.
so,
yeah, like this not gonna happen overnight. You have to have it ready for them.
Your
Like he said,
your
like
children will enjoy of the fruit of your labor out there. If you go to Ghana and Kenya, you can enjoy it. You'll still be living with it when
because
stuff get popped. You know what
because
I mean?
you're right. The infrastructure is it gotta be on point. Because
Bruh.
African Americans they're not gonna go and then they can't find certain things. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? I
we're
have
not
a
gonna
home
do
bill,
that for free. Like they need to give us some benefits. Like, okay, we're gonna offer you
but
land, we're gonna offer you citizenship, we're gonna offer you grants.
you
Hey,
remember,
Like,
Malik, you know we do got free land in Ghana, right?
but
There's three different settlement offering free land.
he asking that Leo though,
I've
people
been
are
seeing
leaving.
about that. It's
It's
interesting.
real. It's real. I know a guy
It
that
is.
has a house out there. The only thing is for me, I don't really want to be in those particular areas, but if you
It
don't
might be in the
mind
middle of
living
nowhere, right?
kinda. It's not really in the middle of nowhere, but it's not like you're not gonna be in a city central like East Lagoon or something like that.
Like I would have to basically develop it and
You will basically be
do all that
in the
stuff.
suburbs. Nah, you
Oh,
don't
okay.
have to do all that. You don't have to do all that. But you'll basically be like, if you want to come to Accra, you take like a little 45-minute drive or whatever.
But I thought
Uh,
they had ended that because I saw they were giving out the free land and then it ended. They're
Nah,
bringing it back up.
it's like three or four different ones though. To be honest with you, and each of
Oh,
them different.
okay.
Like they got one in Cape Coast. You know what I mean? They got one in Accra. They got one in Volta.
Hmm.
It's like four different ones. Cause you gotta think about it. Like a lot of these, so you got land that's owned by the government. You got customary land which is owned by the family, but you got a lot of places that have what's called tribal land. So what happens is these four little places that's offering free lands. The chief was like, "Yo, we just gonna break African Americans off." Like, but the thing about it is the people that's representing us is not the right people because like these older people, they don't really know how to promote it and get the
Because
message
isn't
out.
there an issue with the disputes? That was another issue, like what you were mentioning
Not
with the travel in and all
I
that with the
also don't want
freelance.
so
to.
there's one where it's like the people are building on there, and like some of the people that's a part of that tribe have an issue with it. But it's like
Yeah,
it's a weird situation where like
yeah, exactly.
Because
you
I
have the
heard about
chief,
that. That's
That was
another
my next
issue I
question
had with
for
the
you.
freelance.
like you have the chief that controls the land, but then you
Mhm.
have the people that's under the chief that's on the land. So the chief is giving Black Americans land, and some of the people are saying, "Yo, we trying to farm on this land." Whoop de whoop. So that's where the dispute comes in. It's really between the chiefs and the people and the local
Yeah,
people that's on the land.
yeah. I was gonna ask you that. Are the local
Mm.
people okay with that shit? Because I know they're not gonna be okay with it just giving away free land to us.
I mean, it's I tell people like this. Most people don't care. Some people are cool with it. Some people not cool with it. Like in Ghana, um, most Ghanaians, the way they feel about foreigners, it's like they look at you the same way they look at any other foreigner, kind of. You know what I mean? It's just like they just neutral to it. Like they just living their life. They don't hate you, but they don't love you. You know, they're friendly and they're cordial. But then you got
Yeah,
a group of Ghanaians that's like, yo, I love Black Americans, my brother, yo. And then you got a small group of Ghanaians that's like, they don't like Black Americans. But it's like
yeah,
it's so small. You know what I mean? It's not really a big deal. But like most of the Ghanaians that I've come across are cool and welcoming. You know, they try to help you out. Um, but as far as the free land, like most people don't most people probably don't even know about it. I don't think they'll really trip off it. Like for me, my thing about engaging with Ghana as an African American is about quid pro quo. You know what I mean? Like that's what my whole mindset is. Like, okay, if you help us, we'll help you, and we can build and turn Ghana into something great together. You know, as a partnership where we're both benefiting from the work that we are mutually putting in. That's my idea of like living in Ghana or any other African country. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for charity. You know what I mean? Hey, if y'all offering free land, I'll take it if there's a benefit to it. But I'm not gonna live. You know, if I was older, I'll take that shit in a heartbeat. Like, okay, 45 minutes to an hour outside of Accra, free land, free house. Okay, cool. But you know, I'm still kind of younger, so I need to be around the business sectors and stuff like that to do business and all that. So
But I mean, that's not normal in every society, even like we the West African in New York, or especially a lot of West Africans look the same. I, you know, I feel that African Americans somehow think that, or we that West African come here and take their job, so we get that little resentment sometimes.
eh, what
But
kind
then
of
here,
job, man?
Arubi, and I used to get a lot of harassment because they thought I was Nigerian. So that's normal. Wherever you go, you just have to fight hard to 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 penetrate the system. You can't say, well, everybody's not going to love you, everybody's not going to like you. You know. So, but your whole, I mean, purpose of being there is to penetrate the system and make use of the system, do something better for yourself, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's in every society, everywhere where you go. I went to Nairobi. I was not considered to be African. They thought I was Nigerian, right? But then I went with a business plan, and I was able to get full unit out of my trip. Even though 90% was my own cash money, but I used other people's money to buy property for myself in Nairobi. So you can't say I can travel because people don't like me. You just have to forget.
exactly, that's what I try to get a lot of Black American people to understand, bro.
Right.
I don't care if nobody don't like me and all of this type of stuff. It's weird, bro. Like, I mean, I appreciate the Ghanaians that like me, but I'm not coming up in there for somebody like me, bro. I'm coming
Yeah,
in there to do business. I'm
business.
coming in there to network and all of this type of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not coming in there to make the best of friends with any and that's with any country. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? So like I don't really worry about that type of stuff. You know, we gotta connect, Mama D, bro. I like your mindset, bro. We gotta connect.
Yeah,
You
no,
know, maybe if you I'm gonna be going to Ivory Coast later this year in Nairobi as well. So if
okay.
you have some information in the back chat, you know, I'll hit you up.
Yeah, because I work in finance right now, so over my business is going to be over by March. So I'm going to be in Nairobi in April. I'm going to be there for like 4 or 5 months. We got to work remotely, so
Okay.
we'll meet up, and I'm
Yeah,
also
we'll connect, bro.
time in Abidjan too. Yeah, so yeah,
When you plan on going to Abidjan?
next month.
Yeah, I need to get out there, man. Abidjan seems so dope.
Malik, when you supposed to be coming to Accra?
After April, because I
Okay.
know I'm supposed to go to Kenya with my brother, and then after that.
Okay. So let me
Yeah.
know, man. You know, let me know.
Yeah, I was looking at the Pan African Village stuff, and I'm like, this seems interesting. They do have like a little criteria, like some criteria for the free land per se. The land's free, but you got to pay.
Hey, you need that, man.
Give
You know,
gifts. It's pretty interesting.
pay you a couple hundred for some land. You know,
Yeah,
take you. I
yeah,
think
probably
that's the
totals
one.
up to like I think $1,200 to $2,000 total after the fees and everything. It's cheap though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I don't want you Negroes to get nothing 100% free. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all got. I feel like
it's
y'all
not
got to
just
put a
free,
little
free.
bit.
It's not just free, but yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta pay the fees and stuff.
I feel like y'all got to put a little skin in the game. So like $1,000, you know,
Right.
Yeah, that's nothing compared
know.
to like what you gotta put into the US to get anything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
not. Yeah, my main
Because
thing in
because I was
investing
talking
is
to a
very
chief
important.
in Kumasi. He was talking about giving some free land to Black Americans. I say no, chief. You cannot give them 100% free land. You got to make them pay something.
Yeah, I dropped the link just in case y'all want to check
Oh
it out.
yeah,
That's
for
what I was looking
sure.
at.
You gotta invest. Put your sweat into that bitch.
And sometime again, I don't know, with the African culture, they just think that someone getting something free, they don't respect.
They don't value it, man.
They don't value you. They don't respect you. They just think, oh, this guy is looking for free stuff. So African, sometimes they quick on prejudging people. So, and the respect that they have for African American, for you to live here and go for free land, that's really weird. And
Listen, bro.
One thing
I'm gonna tell you this,
I tell
man.
them, tourism. Hold on, let me get this out of the way. Tourism, what we doing, coming and investing, is good for the economy. They have to understand that we're not coming because we're just having fun. You get what I'm saying? We're coming with a goal. We're trying to make money and put in money into your economy so we can create jobs and stuff. You get what I'm saying?
oh yeah, no, I'm not.
So I'm gonna say this, bro.
But what I'm seeing is
It's
that
a lot of African Americans in Ghana that are millionaires, and I'm about to be one of them. Give me 2 to 4 years. Clip this message right here. Don't ask me for no money, Negroes. Do not ask me for money
Let me
in
hold something, bro.
2029. Do not ask me for money in 2029. You muted, Malik. I know you was trying to say something, but you muted.
Oh, my bad. I said we always gonna be begging you. That's it.
what you say is true. I know this.
But bro, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of it's brothers that's doing waterfront properties.
Yeah, I know him.
They made over $1 million.
Bronx,
I know you talk about, but I know a couple guys that's doing what he doing. It's guys with restaurants and nightclubs out here. I'm going the boring route. That's what y'all niggas don't even know. I ain't open up no nightclubs. I ain't open up no bars. I'm going the boring route, and I will be a billionaire in 10 to 20 years. I'm doing the stuff that people don't want to do.
And what we understand again, comfort. Too much comfort don't come with reality. You got to get a little bit of discomfort to get where you want to be. If you say, well, I don't want to go to Burkina Faso because you don't have in infrastructure. By the time you got infrastructure there, you're able to invest. So you want to go to a place where it's raw. That's the best time that you can penetrate the system. So
Like,
Yeah,
you gonna
that's
make
true. Because
the
if we can
most.
solve some problems, we can make a lot of money in these type of countries if they're willing to accept
Yeah.
us. That's why I said they got to offer some benefits, incentives. Like, okay, if you do this, we give you some citizenship. We will help you out
They
with some
don't they don't
grants,
they don't know what to
subsidizing.
do, man. That's the thing. That's why
It's
I
like,
gotta help them. That's why I gotta help them, bro.
yeah,
I'm
you
I'm
got to get
meeting
on the
I'm
internet
meeting
for
I'm
that.
meeting with the minister in tourism in the diaspora office of the president. I'm meeting with him, bro. I gotta let them know how we could make this pop because everybody could
Who,
win.
who, who's this? Who's this in the chat?
Like the Black Americans, we can win. The Ghanaians, we could win together. Like I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy, bro. You're gonna be
Yeah,
like, man,
fight for us, bro.
I thought International J was talking shit. Y'all gonna like, bro, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna be known as the man in Ghana, bro. If I pull this off in the next 2 years, like I say, the stuff I'm trying to do, if I could pull it off by 2028, it's gonna be over for the rest of these African countries because everybody gonna be flocking to Ghana. Everybody in them mother gonna be flocking to Ghana. I'm telling you.
and I know this African American guy. He's an older guy, but then Ghana get 90% of their tomato from Burkina Faso, right? And he's growing a huge tomato farm. He retired. He used to work for the federal government. He just making a huge tomato farm that will supply the entire Accra. So people that live in Accra won't have to go to Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou anymore to get tomato. So these are
Yeah, that's a good business.
right. That's the
That's
bit.
he's filling the gap in the
Yeah,
market.
yeah,
So that's just like tomatoes,
right.
rice,
Yeah,
maize. It don't make sense that we are exporting these things from all of these different countries.
yeah,
Like a lot of the rice comes from like India and Vietnam because
yeah,
it's cheaper because they have a higher cost of they have a better economy of scale, so they can make
right.
the products cheaper.
Yeah,
But that's one of the things. That's one of the industries that I'm getting into is agriculture, man.
yeah.
Agriculture.
Very good
Now I'm gonna
business
tell
right
you,
there.
if you could get so the easiest the the industry that you could make the most money if you have a lot of capital is actually like gold mining and gold processing.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
if you can get millions in investment, you can make hundreds of millions a year from that,
yeah.
from the mining and the processing.
That's
You
right.
know what
Yeah.
I
What kind
mean?
of what kind
Like
of capital are you talking about, like up front?
14 million.
Well, how? But International J, how can you really? How can we really penetrate that market when in Ghana, when South Africa and UK got that tied up out there? Ghana only gets a certain
It's mostly
percentage of that.
Botswana. Botswana is the African country that makes the most.
Uh, uh,
That's
uh,
diamonds, though.
Oh,
what you
Botswana is
mean?
for diamond.
Nah, Ghana is
I'm
one of
talking
the
about
top
gold.
gold producers.
Yeah, they
Um,
produce gold, but they don't own and control most of that.
nah,
Ah,
they own it. They
yeah,
own it. They lease it to the companies,
yeah,
and
They
they
don't.
take a percentage from the companies.
They don't get the profits. Okay, let's cut out
So
all the other legalities.
nah, this
They
is
don't
this
get
is how
the profit.
unless the government nationalize it, this is how every country does it. Even in the United States, when you talk about oil, they the let's say like Louisiana or Texas, what they do is they lease the oil rigs and stuff like that to the companies, and then the state just takes a percentage off of what they make from the revenue because the government doesn't want to invest in the equipment because it's capital intensive to mine for resources, and the governments don't want to invest in it. They don't want to invest 14 to 100 million in a company, even though if they're good at it, they'll make their money back the first year, but they don't for one, they don't want to invest in it, and they don't know how or have the patience to actually train the people to operate the equipment.
So they're cool with
You know what
only
I mean?
getting 30% of what's in their country that they produce, as opposed to South Africa taking the rest. That's what you're saying. Because they're too
Well,
lazy
what
to
do you what do you
develop
mean
it.
by South Africa is taking?
Well, when I went
um,
to some gold mines in Ghana, basically where a lot of their gold comes from, when they're mining it, they only get 30% out of the deal, while South Africa and UK or whoever else is getting 70%, for example. So,
are you saying that it's a South African country in Ghana that's mining it?
well, no, it's Ghanaians buying it. It was a Ghanaian dude working. It's just
No,
that
I don't mean the
South
I don't mean
Africa
the
might
employees.
own, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, they employ Ghanaians, but it's a South African. They own like 70% out of the deal. Like, they're getting 70% of the money, while the city and the people there in Ghana are only getting 30% out of the deal. That's what I'm saying. Well, at least that's what I
Yeah.
was told from the miners that were working, and I said, yeah, that's not a fair deal. I mean, to me.
Well, what they're doing with the mines is the same thing that they do with their properties. So, like, you know how the property system works out there, right? You lease it, and you only own it for a certain amount of time, and you pretty much could do. So, what they do with the mines is they lease it to a certain company, and they own it for a certain amount of time, and they just get a percentage from the proceeds, which is it's a
Kind of like
smaller
the
percentage.
land, kind of like land, like from a
Yeah,
leasehold
yeah.
state, kind of. But the
But
person who's leasing
it's
is
their
gonna go ahead.
it's their fault because they don't want to invest. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
No, I
Like
agree. I agree.
so
It's their
like
fault. I agree. I don't
let me
disagree.
say it like this. Like, if I own something, let's say I just find oil in America, and I do not want to find a way to buy all of the equipment, and this person comes and say, hey, I have all the equipment, I have the workers, I've been doing this for 10 years, I'll do it for you, and you just lease the land to me, I'll give you $1 million, and all of the stuff that we make from this oil, I'll buy all of the equipment, I'll train all the people, yada yada yada, and I'll lease the land from you for a certain amount of time, and I'll give you a percentage of the proceeds.
I
If
mean,
you're paying for all the equipment and stuff like that, you're taking all of the risk. The only thing I did was randomly find oil, and I just happened to own it. I'm not taking a risk, so of course, the person that's taking all of the risks, that's doing all the investment, is going to get the bigger share. Now, I will
Yep.
say this: I do think that Ghana can negotiate its contracts better. Well, maybe they get, let's say they get 5 or 10% more of what they're getting now, but I don't think it'll ever be a situation where they get the majority share and the people that's spending millions of dollars on the equipment is going to get the minority share. Because if I'm
I get
like
what you're
that,
saying.
I'm gonna be like, well, shit, why would I got to do this in Ghana? And I could just go over there to Ivory Coast and get a better
yep.
deal. I could go over there to South Africa,
South
and I'm the
Africa.
one that's taking all of the risk. You see what
Yeah,
I'm
because you're
saying?
bringing the capitals and the equipment and stuff, right?
Yeah, so that's where it comes into play, like the management, like you said, like the management, the people negotiating these deals. Like, a lot of African countries are in bad contracts. It's like, come on,
Well,
man.
but I mean, when you say a lot of African countries back contract, they have a local that also have a mining company. So everything is now going to be owned by the local. They have
Yeah,
Ghanaian millionaire that own mining company, like the international guy, that the guys didn't come from overseas. So I have Ghanaian friends that have mining company, and they employ the locals. So it's an open market. If you have means to get those equipment, you can lease a land and start doing your mining company. But that doesn't necessarily mean that or all the people that have a mining company, they are all foreigners. No, there are a lot of Ghanaians that have mining company. They do. It's the same thing in Ivory Coast. It's the same thing in Liberia. It's a market. It's an open market. If you have the
Yeah.
means to invest in those equipment, you're taking risks. This is something that in the land, I mean, on the ground, you don't even know whether you're going to find gold or diamond. So you're taking a risk, Sometimes you
Yeah,
would,
one of the
yeah, that's true.
right?
one of the biggest mining company in Ghana is Ghanaian. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But
Yeah,
they do have a lot of
I'm just telling you
they
what
do
they
have a
told me
lot
while I
of
was on the
South
ground
African
out there.
but I will you are right about the fact that they do have a lot of South African mining companies in Ghana, but that's because South Africa is ahead of everybody, bro. So like
Yeah.
Yeah.
all of the skills and stuff that Kenya and Ghana and Nigeria need, like South Africa, they have all that. These people had nuclear weapons once upon a time, man. So they're way ahead.
they have one of the
Yeah.
biggest mining company in Africa. They have mining
Yeah.
this mining company that from South Africa. They have them in Sierra Leone. They have them in Guinea. They have them in
Yeah.
Liberia. They have them in most of the West African country because why they have a lot of resources. They have a bigger equipment that
Mhm.
you don't have to struggle to get those go
I
and
mean,
that
they're billion-dollar companies, man.
company. Yeah.
These like Anglo Gold is one of the biggest ones headquartered in South Africa. And they're all over. They're in London, they're in New York, they're in Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all over the world, and they make like 4 billion a year in revenue. You know what I mean? So it's
My
just
thing
like it's
with
kind of like one of those things. Like,
I got one question for you
mhm.
guys. I understand you guys said South Africa is way ahead of everybody. They're pretty advanced. My thing is, with all these benefits they have, like, what do you think is going on in the country? Why their economy is suffering so bad though? With all these things they got going on.
Politicians, it's
Politician.
politicians all the way.
Political
It's mismanagement.
instability is probably their downfall.
Yeah.
Like all that political issues they're going through, I think is the reason why they're going
If
through a lot
you
of
look
issues.
at Nigeria right now, the richest people in Africa are from Nigeria, but look Nigeria how you look mess up, right?
Yeah,
You know
because
how much
Nigeria used to have the strongest currency, even a stronger currency than a dollar at one point. It was brief, but technically it was in history. So,
but
Yeah.
like, political mismanagement
out of
ruined
rich,
that.
and the richest men in Africa are from Nigeria, but look how Nigeria is. And Aliyu Dangote, he get a cement factory in Abidjan. He got cement factory in Senegal. He got in a lot of West African countries, even or rice factory in a lot of West African countries. But look how messed up it is. Africa have more electricity stability compared to Nigeria right now.
Yeah.
But Nigeria economy is bigger. They have a lot of millionaires over there.
Yeah,
But
they got
it's
a lot of even some billionaires too in Nigeria, but
right.
it's their mismanagement of funds,
So
man. They
the
don't
two
manage well.
the two countries with the most amount of dollar millionaires in Africa are number one South Africa, number two Nigeria.
Yep. Yeah. And then when you go to North Africa, maybe Egypt is another one. They have
Yeah, Egypt is up. It's top 10 for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Top 10 for sure. But
So
that's
definitely
South Africa problem is it's a lot of mismanagement going on,
Yeah.
man. A lot of mismanagement going
That's
Especially
on.
why that's why I like I've always wanted to invest there also, but now it's kind of scary. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, so Nigeria is rough, but hey, I'm still about to go over there and get that money. Hell with it.
See, I'm glad you say that, International Jay, because when I say it, people are like, no, what states have you been to? I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm an American tourist and I'm going to another country. So my opinion is going to be different from, let's say, somebody who lives next door to Nigeria. They might not think it's as rough because they're used to it. I'm used to a
Right.
certain standard, and if it falls below that standard, it's going to be rough for me.
Now I'll say this: Nigeria market is a lot cheaper than Ghana's market.
It's
Yes.
cheaper.
I-
It's
I
not that
think-
expensive out there to me.
I think Ghana has the. I think Nigeria probably has one of the best real estate markets in West Africa. So for me, the top three real estate markets in Africa is South Africa, Nigeria, and Kenya. To me,
Yeah.
those three countries have the best deals.
Yep. hmm
Yeah.
And the reason for Nigeria is because of the population. If you
Yeah.
can penetrate the market in Nigeria, you talk about 200 million people. If you
It has the largest market in Africa, so I
Yeah.
gotta keep a piece of that, bro. I'm sorry.
Yep.
If I gotta hire private security, I gotta do what I gotta do.
But International Jet, they do have a nice market, but everybody's not so trusting. Things
Yeah.
are always shaky and janky. That's the issue with trying to penetrate that market because the people don't trust hardly anything because you can't trust anything when everybody's always messing up every single time on every single thing.
Because it's always been my plan since when I first came to Ghana. To everything that I start in Ghana, I want to expand it to Nigeria. You know what I'm saying?
That's the bigger
like my
market.
mindset.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bigger market. It makes sense. It's just penetrating that
But
market.
it's harder to navigate than Ghana.
Yeah.
Like Ghana, it took me maybe like a year to really figure out how the system works. Which is it's funny because it's actually similar to my hometown of New Orleans. So, but it's it's once you get the hang of the system and you get the right connections, everything becomes a lot smoother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
But hey, man, I just wanted to come in, talk to you guys a little bit. But yeah,
yo, before
Thanks, bro.
you go, put your contact in the private chat so I
Yeah,
can hit you up.
my whole thing was a dream coming to America was to get American passport. I mean, if you get American passport, you got the key to the world. You can go any part of the world. That should take you to go.
Facts.
Yeah. The U.S. passport was my biggest wish in my life, and God gave me that, and in back.
Open doors for you.
So, but hey, man, I'm gonna put my contact in the chat. We'll meet up in Abidjan or in Nairobi, man. Okay, International J.
That's a deal, man.
You not
Yeah,
in that investment group chat they got on WhatsApp?
Thanks, Mama D. Thanks for your time, bro.
I don't know about an investment group chat. I have my own investment group chat.
Shit, put me on that. Put me on
that. Drop your information in the back chat.
You in that group chat, the African group chat we they got with the.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop my information if y'all guys want to connect. Let's see.
Yeah, network, man.
You in
network,
the back
bro. We gotta get this money together.
You in the Back to the Motherland WhatsApp group chat?
Man, I was in it for like 2 years, but I left, man. I'm not in a lot of group chats.
Dang, International J, man, come back. Say no.
I was in like 3 different group chats. One of the guys, I think Goose kicked him out or something. He started his own. And then I was in his group chat, and every time I left, he kept adding me back in it. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? But anyway, hey, Malik.
Yeah,
let me know when you're in Ghana, bro. Can I lose you to? I'm trying to build a nice coalition of solid brothers in Ghana. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That's what we need, man. When we go out to these countries, we can't lone wolf it, man. Because even though we're both black, we not.
You can't have him, bro. He went out, bro. He king guy.
Hey,
Telly, I'm wait till me and Malik link up in our crowd, bro. It's going down,
bro.
You didn't put your
Malik,
number,
you come to Nairobi. I got you, bro. I got you coming to Nairobi, bro. Don't worry about Ghana, playboy.
You didn't put your number, bro.
Yeah, I got you on the real estate.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
You know, if you need some if you need me to put you on some young ladies, you know, if you want some good ones, some bad ones, you gotta let me know, you know.
Struggling broads only. Struggling broads only, man.
Put your contact, bro.
Hey, my contact's in the private chat, man. All you gotta do is flip over. But I don't know.
Malik, I already got your number, Malik. I'm talking about International J.
Hold
on. I'm gonna just put my email because I don't know my number by heart.
All right.
And once I get to my phone, I'll just
okay. I can put my email too. That's so you can know. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta go back to Ghana, man. Talk to you because I need to get those real estate prices because they were scaring me. I was like, dang, man, you breaking my heart. It was breaking my heart over there. I was like,
How much they were
Yeah.
charging?
Man, for a studio, like 100 some thousand for a studio. A
Damn.
studio. Yes. I'm like, man, this is American prices what they damn near want for like 2-3 bedrooms. I was like, it's American prices out here. I know the place was nice. Don't get me wrong. Got a movie theater, got a pharmacy. It had everything. It's right by Crowd Mall. I think it's called like the Sphere or something. I forgot what it's called, but it wasn't far from there. And all right, I got you. I'm about to write this down right now. But yeah, man, it was expensive out there, bro. I'm like, man,
Yeah,
let me just go
what
back
kind
to
of where
Sweden.
your information at, bro? You talk about everybody else information. Where your stuff at?
No, I was just gonna email you, but let me put my number.
Nah, put it in the back. Put it in the back, bro, so we can
So
know
we-
who it is that's
Yeah,
contacting.
you know, we think it's gonna be spam. We think, who the heck is this? You know what I mean? You know how we
Malik.
think, man.
Malik, I'm in the chat, bro. I'm this is Curve. Like, you remember, like, I showed love when one of your YouTube thing.
Oh, what? You don't even sound like Curve, bro.
Yeah, that's
Really?
me, bro. I'm just at work. I can't really speak too loud. You feel me?
Hey, you don't sound like yourself. You sound like you're sick. You sound different. Oh, my guy. Let me make sure I write this number down. That's my guy right here.
Hey, man. How long have you lived in Ghana for? Like 3 months, you said?
Oh, you talking to me or Wakanda?
Yeah.
Man, I've been in Ghana for how long was I in Ghana? For like a month or
Okay.
so.
So how long?
Yeah.
How long you gonna be there this time?
How long I'm gonna be here this time? I don't know yet, man. I honestly don't know because I wanted to also go to different places
Right.
too. So
Bro,
maybe just like a couple.
bro, he a Kenyan lover, bro. Stop trying to take my people, bro.
Yeah, you need to. Hey, we need you to. We
Stop
need
trying to
you
take my people, bro.
resettle, brother. We need you to resettle. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
Jess, bro. Hey,
Hey, we
Jess,
need
chill
some.
out,
We
bro.
need some.
Jess, chill out, bro.
How old you are, bro?
Hey, Jess, chill out, bro.
Hey,
How old are you?
I'm in my 30s, bro. 34.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we need some. So you're around the same age as me. I think I might be like a year older than you. Or you make 35 this year?
Nah, that's next year, bro.
Okay. So yeah, I'll be 35 at the end of the year. But yeah, come through, man. You know, and I'm gonna well, I ain't even gonna say it. I'll let you know behind the scenes, you know, some of the stuff that we got going on.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because I'm interested, man. I'm trying to do a little business out there too. So, you know.
Hey man, buy one of my franchises, bro. I'm about to reopen up my lemonade spot in Accra Mall. And it does
just
well.
email me a pitch deck and you know, I can talk
Yeah,
to
I got the pitch deck. I got the pitch deck ready, bro. Matter of fact, let me pull it up right now.
Oh no, you
Yeah,
can just when we email each other, you can just put it in there.
I just emailed you, International G.
Nah, I'll email it to you this week. All
right, no problem.
Hey, ask about your international G. They say you got your own channel or IG.
Yeah. Let me drop my stuff in the thing.
Wait, let me just copy all this, put it in my Word document. So I don't even.
But I don't know, man. I don't know about doing content. I don't know why it's not coming through.
I mean, everything's content shoot these days.
I feel like you should do professional. I feel like with content, bro, whatever you drop, that's your audience gonna be. I feel like if you already got businesses you live overseas, bro, I would just do my straight business content. Your businesses, traveling, it's what you do, like your regular lifestyle, and don't do nothing else, because even if it's small, it's just gonna build an audience that already rock with what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like dudes who blow up doing negativity, you gotta keep doing negativity. If you blow up just being professional, if you blow up being professional, bro, your audience, like my audience, they cool, bro. Because I don't be on that shit, bro. We be cool here, bro. I can do negative stuff. I'm from the hood, but I'm not be on it. I'm cool, so everybody my shit be cool. Even when they be trying to pull me, I ignore it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I got women If you need some women to talk to, see what's up. I got real estate deals.
Oh man,
I got
this nigga trying to
investments.
sell God.
Nah, he's
I
really
know all.
marketing.
I know all of that. I know all
What
of
you
the hottest restaurants.
highest
Bruh.
bidder?
You know what I mean?
Bruh, you can
Look,
take everybody. But you can't
hey,
take my dog, bro.
I'm about
I don't care.
to do them dirty now. See, if you don't want your women getting too drunk, throwing up all on the couch in the apartment, come on over to a crime, man.
If you don't want
Bruh,
them
bro, you can
breaking
take
stuff
anybody else, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, Jess, you can take everybody else. You can't take him, bro. He one of us, bro. He Kenya, bro. He one of us, bro.
What you mean? He
Yeah,
ain't even been there yet. He been to
I've
Ghana.
been to Kenya. I've been to Kenya.
Oh, you been there? Oh, okay.
He been to Kenya.
I've been
Oh,
to
my
Kenya
bad,
twice.
my bad.
I've been to Kenya
My
twice. I've
bad,
been
bro.
to
He one of us. He one of us, bro.
Ghana is my first though. My first African country, dog. 2010.
Okay.
So I've been there.
I know you're first. Poppy Cherry. I feel like that was Ethiopia for me, bro. But I moved on though.
He said, "How can you move?" Actually, I really want to
Hey,
move to Ethiopia, man.
Listen, you're not gonna get a better deal as far as citizenship and residency and as you are in Ghana. And in the next 2 years, we blowing everybody out the water. They're not gonna be able to recover, bro. I'm telling you, you're not gonna be able to recover.
Hey, I have faith in you, man. I have faith in you, bro. I believe you.
And I'm not just talking stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like when we meet up in Ghana, bro, I'm gonna show you like like different spots, different deals, stuff like that. I'm gonna try to if you can, man, I would suggest joining like different organizations like the African American Association of Ghana or the Diaspora Network, because you have a lot of people from like UK, Canada, America, and those organizations like that that's also putting on the ground, pushing a lot of stuff for the diaspora in general. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm linking up with them, but I just have colder plans than everybody. I feel like, not to brag, but I just feel like my plans are so damn fire that when I speak to the ministers, they're not gonna be able to help but to say yes, man. And once I get the approval from the office of diaspora, who's in the office of the president, is in the executive branch, then it's over, man. Only thing we'll need after that to get what I want done is for the stuff to be passed through the parliament. You know what I mean? But when you get through the president, it's gonna push everything forward. And everything I'm trying to do, bro, is lightning speed. So I'm like, I need brothers that not only we could just chill and chop it up as brothers, but also like, hey man, I'm a little overwhelmed right now. I got this deal going on. I don't really want to stretch myself, too thin. Do you want to, check this deal out? It might be something that you want to invest in. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it, bro. Like business, investments, wealth, power, and influence. That's what I'm about. Wealth, power, and influence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just trying to connect with more like-minded brothers who are about, business, professionalism, travel, because my goal is trying to, similar to yours, do business in Africa, trying to find a second home for Black Americans. That's really what I'm trying to do. And I feel like Africa is basically a place where we can do that, because I feel like all other groups of people have a second place they can go to, especially in America, that they can kind of feel like is a second home to them, except African Americans. And I want to do that for us. So that's one of my goals as well. So that's why I want to network with like-minded people.
Me and you, it's not going to happen in any of these other countries as fast as it's going to happen in Ghana, because Ghana is already a pioneer in, bringing the diaspora back and, making citizenship easier. And no other country has indefinite residency for Black Americans and Africans in the diaspora. Now, it's still not where we want it to be, but it's still ahead of everybody else. But once we give our input and like, I get these plans in the right people's ear, it's gonna be over for everybody. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like, damn, bro. Like
Tony,
Tony's
doing a lot.
I'm gonna say this, bro. I got some celebrities that's gonna be rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a couple more, You know, I'm trying to reach out to Stevie Wonder and see if he's gonna put that blessing on it. You know what I'm saying? If we could get like Stevie Wonder and people like that to get behind it, oh man, we're gonna be putting the pressure on them in a good way, in a friendly, brotherly way. We're gonna be putting that pressure on them, like, hey, we need to knock this down, we need to knock that down. You know, we need to get this set up because we're not just trying to do no 500 a year. We're trying to do 1,000 a year, 5,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to get to.
Yeah, that's what's up. Tony, man, what you gotta say, man? Tony just came in, man. What side you on? You love Ken? You love Ghana? What you on?
I personally, I don't give a fuck. I was just saying, what up, bro? Like, people got their opinions. I mean, I see. I'm not with none of that kumbaya dumbass shit. You know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm with my family.
This Tanzania Tony right here. I forgot who it was. You said Tony. I know he was. Well, this Tanzania Tony right here, bro. This is my player partner who went to South Africa. He hated it. Then he moved to Tanzania, got married, settled down. I'm proud of him, bro. Investing. And he the dude who fell in love with Tanzania. So tell us about Tanzania, bro.
Well, I mean, Tanzania got its issues too. All these places have their issues. It's always going to be plus and minuses. Nowhere is perfect. Perfection doesn't exist. A lot of us Westerners have a Disney Pixar like idea of what's going to happen, and even have like grandiose, opinions of what's going to happen in the future, and it's not real. I mean, that's why people don't have the results they all claim they're going to have on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as dating and all that shit, because they're talking from a Disney Pixar level, not from a real life. Like, oh man, this sucks. You know what I mean? Life sucks, and it's also good at the same time. Nothing is perfect. You feel me?
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
What's going on, Tony, bro? It's been a while since congratulations on your wedding. I don't think I've told you that. Boke, I think I left a comment, but I don't think I've had a chance to tell you that through my voice. So salute to you, man.
I was gonna say
your boy is next up. I'm next up, bro. It's coming real soon.
I know. I was about to say, man. I know you about to get married or something. We haven't spoken in a minute, but I was gonna say, yeah, man. Congrats. I just had a few minutes. I seen you up here. I know you be busy. I'm busy.
Hold up. How you know that, bro? I didn't mention that public.
Because you told me you had a girl you were seeing last time we spoke. It was like, yeah, you
okay. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah. You said you like met her family and everything, and she was like and stuff. I remember. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Because I mean, yeah. So you put two and two together.
Yeah,
it's happening this year, bro. It's happening this year.
You ain't the type of dude to meet her family and waste your time. You feel me? So like, yeah, you go.
Now I like, I'm weird, bro. I'm like old fashioned in the sense of if I'm really trying to be married, I'd rather just meet your family earlier on, because you learn a lot about a chick from her family. Like if a chick ain't shit, if they're a decent family, they'll actually let you know she ain't shit.
Yeah. I just stay away. I don't believe in dealing with those traumatized people who come from like the super out of control families that just want money and resources and don't care about the well-being of their progeny, their child. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is also another thing you'll see in Africa. Guys who come see these girls, some of their parents don't care about them. It's just what it is. They just want money.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean it's weird, man. It's stuff in like Africa that you don't really see in other countries. I mean not just Africa, but like out when you go outside of like the Asian, Latin American stuff like that, you be like, wow, man. Like there's countries where they be out here like selling children and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, bro.
You know what I mean? It's sad that those things happen, but that's why it's just like you said, you meet the family and you're like, oh, I'm staying away from these people. But also, the girls, you'll see it in their behavioral traits. They won't have manners. They won't dust their feet off before they get on the bed. Get on your bed with their feet all black. And you could tell, like, yeah, this is a street urchin. You could tell.
Totally crazy.
Nah, and I'm not even. You know, I used to be humble, man. I used to be like, "Yo, everywhere in Africa is beautiful, man." But hey, Negroes like GMT, he be going hard. He be trying to poach people from Ghana. Shit, he was trying to poach me from Ghana, so I'm about to start going hard now. Hell with it. I'm about to start going extra hard.
No,
I gotta match
no,
your
me,
energy,
no,
bro.
no.
I gotta match your energy.
But no, but think about me with Kenya, bro. I don't oversell Kenya. I tell everybody Kenya is just a moderate place. It's 2, 3 in every category. It's not number one in a lot of categories. So and it's the vibe. So
Hey,
I don't oversell it.
you
I
know
don't
what I would
oversell it.
say that I agree with you 100% about Kenya is that
What's that?
the baddies are more available um than Nairobi than probably
Even though they're
Ghana,
less,
huh?
even though it's less of them in a lot of places, but
Yeah,
they are
I was
available,
just
and
I,
you
I'll
can.
just say you're 100% right on that. You're 100% right on that because I did reach out to like 3 or 4 influencers in Nairobi, and they was ready to go to dinner tonight, and I'm not even out there. It was like, oh, we could go out tonight. If you want to go drinking, you want to go out to eat.
And another thing too about me though, a lot of places like I'm this women vibe. Like to me, Ghana chicks have like a weed smoker personality, but they don't smoke weed though. Just they're more mellow. Um, South Africa is just like America, but Kenya, no, I'll say Kenya because Mombasa is different. Nairobi reminds me of college, and that was a real good time for me in life. So that's probably why Kenya connects to me more because they have that fun personality that like they're not really flexing. Show, I mean they don't care about you can show off, but they care more about drinking. And for me in my life, that's what that was college for me. So Nairobi reminds me of my college days. I tell
Yeah,
people like it ain't number one. Nairobi is not number one in most categories, but it's number 2, 3 all over Africa. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. And a lot of other places be number one, but then other places, things that drops off real far.
That's just the world, though, and things are subjective. I think people forget that it's to the person, how you feel as an individual about the place. Like for example, if you are like a big time Manny Fresh type stereotypical dude, you know what I mean? You might like the hip hop aspect of South Africa and the gangs and the drugs and shit like that. You might just feel at home, like you left the hood and went to another hood. You know what I mean? But if you're more of a Ben Carson type of black person, then maybe Kenya will be better or Ghana. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be like that. It just depends who you are.
Wow, you said Ben Carson. But I get what you're saying. though. It depends on your whole character, how you carry yourself, your character.
Yeah, you're more of a Ben Carson. You're educated, brother. You're not a Pookie or Ray Ray.
Call me Ben Carson. Come on, bro. Don't call me Ben Carson. That guy be cooling it up sometimes. Even though he has great accomplishments. If you're being objective, he is a great person. He just be cooling it up. Some coons have done good stuff, but they still coons. But go ahead.
He made history, man.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta respect him. Like you can still respect him in certain aspects, but realize he's a coon. Go ahead.
But
sorry.
Yeah, man. Like so, yeah, you might not like the ratchet screaming and people throwing hands, running fades. That might not be for you. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to know what you like. Stay away from what you don't. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's why I tell people certain African countries aren't not bad just because everybody else doesn't like it. They might just be into partying and having fun and doing whatever. But if you're a more conservative dude, which I feel like most black men are, you're gonna like other different African countries that may not be more popular. Like Tanzania might be more your speed, or Uganda might be more your speed. I personally enjoy both of those countries. Personally.
Yeah. And then there's like I said.
Oh no. Hey, I feel like Tanzania is lit.
Yeah, it is lit too.
If you're like a Sasua, LeBron James is the GOAT. I'll run a fade anybody who say LeBron James is not the GOAT. Then Tanzania might not be for you because it's not that type of energy, but you'll get more of that in a Johannesburg. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can see it. You know what I'm saying? You can see it. I don't know, but people don't like admitting this shit.
Yeah.
It's the truth. But what you guys up to, man? I'm about to go to the gym in a minute.
No, man, we just chilling, man. I'm on the ship right now, man. I just want to vibe it out, everybody, real quick, man. You know, just chilling, bro. Stacking up. Hey, man, I'm chilling, bro. I'm stacking this bread up, man. I got this mortgage. I got this big ass mortgage, fucking in Africa for another 2 years. My girl, I got her long. Some family she's going to Kenya. That's it, bro. Stacking this bread up. Won't be back to August. Probably do like 3 months in Kenya. Then probably do like a week in South Africa. But I might fly to Tanzania or Ethiopia while I'm in Kenya real quick. That's about it.
Wait, when you going to Ethiopia, man? You know, I've been wanting to go over there. Maybe motivate me and give me a date.
I've been because, bro, I'm 50-50 on do I do Tanzania or Ethiopia, a little quick trip while I'm in Kenya this time because Ethiopia was the first trip I did in Africa. But when I went to Ethiopia, I'm not gonna lie, I had no experience. I didn't pipeline. I didn't know nothing about Africa, bro. That was my first trip, and there was no Uber, there was no Airbnb, so it was a totally different experience. So now me being like real experienced in Africa, going back, it's gonna be like I'm on advanced mode going back. So I might like it, you know what I'm saying? And I got a bunch of homeboys that love Ethiopia because I try to keep myself around. Not just, I'm a Kenya lover, but I keep myself around people who love other places too. I got my Kenya lovers, my Tanzania lovers, my Ghana lovers. You know what I'm saying? So I got a bunch of homeboys right now who love Ethiopia, and they be like, "Bro, you didn't go back. It changed." So yeah, I might do it, bro. I might do it, bro. Soon, I'll let you know.
All right, bet.
Yeah, man. I think another thing too is brothers focus too much on trying to place they like to other brothers, and conflict ensues.
Yeah, I agree. I agree because like everybody likes different stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's just too much selling. So, hey, I like it, man. Check it out. If you don't like it, fuck it. You can
Like
check it
something's
out.
wrong with
You're
you
right, bro.
if you don't
That's-
like Kenya. Something's wrong with you if you don't like Ghana or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
see, that's
it's not wrong with
Exactly.
weird. It's like,
Exactly. That's why I be trying to ask people like I try to like before now I don't like recommending nowhere to nobody, bro. I like to talk to people first. Like who are you? Like what kind of girls do you like? Like are you upbeat? Are you an extrovert, an introvert? You like going out? You want a girlfriend? You want a wife? You like to party? Like I feel like I gotta know a lot about a person before I can recommend a country now, because Africa made me realize that, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Because I realized why. Because I know what people say about Kenya, or like they're not the prettiest, or like well, you meet pretty chicks in Kenya, but compared to a lot of other East Africa, you don't see as much baddies in Kenya as you see in other countries. But I know why I like it because it's the vibe. That's why I tell people like it's the vibe. But some dudes like I don't care about none of that. I just want a baddie. I'm like South Africa, but he's
Well,
like I just want a baddie. I just want to pay for it. It's
Go to
Tanzania.
DR
Huh?
and pay your $150 and baddie be right there on your arm.
see,
Yeah. You're right.
I realize this space is just so fake. Like everybody talks about baddies, and realistically they don't really get bitches. They don't know anything about women. They're just talking, and it's just like a dream. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even deal with women at all in the States. You know what I'm saying? So how are they gonna go from not dealing with nothing to deal with baddie? Have no experience with women who want 5 wives. It's not logical. I realize this space is lacking a lot of logic. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fantasy. It's fantastical. It's not real.
Yeah, everybody just focus on the baddies, man. It's more to traveling than just women. And they try to act like, oh, it's not the women, you know, it's so much to do, but all you focus is on the women. So how can I or someone else know that it's not just about the women if all you're talking about is getting baddies for what you would call cheap. Because in the U.S., if you want those kind of women, it's gonna cost you thousands of dollars.
Man, I don't give a damn about no baddies. You know what I care about? Man, I'm trying to become a millionaire in 2029. That's what I care about, man. If I become a
Now I'm
millionaire in
talking about
2020, when I become a millionaire in 2029, I can fly out all the baddies I want. I'll be having chicks from Medellin coming in there and cry if I want to.
I'm the actor. Oh shit!
Oh yeah,
I think
that's
You
true.
think
I think to each his own, man. It's just you see a lot of bashing of what others want, especially when you're dealing with black people. Like it's crazy. It's like we definitely do put each other's preferences down. It's like, yo, it's just his preference. Fuck it. It's what he like. I mean, it's what he like. It's cool.
Right. A lot of guys don't even be providing good information. All they'll provide is information about the women. Like
Yeah,
that's
but
it. Like what about other information? Like that's
but
not
then
everything.
you look at the guy and then like, or listen to what he's saying, and then it's incoherent mumble jumble babble. Like, oh, why crocodiles got all them teeth and don't got toothbrush? It's like, what the fuck, this guy's what's he on? he's not articulate. So I don't know. I just it's a weird space. I just say, do you, man? Travel, see the world for yourself, come up with your own conclusions. Don't necessarily just listen to people on YouTube. It's just one voice. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
And
hey
a
Tony,
lot of
bro, I'm so proud of you, bro. I still remember like it was yesterday. I remember when you went to South Africa, bro. I still
matter of
remember before I remember we went to South Africa. He went to South Africa, bro, and he hated it, bro. He was like Austin, bro. He hated it, bro. He hated South Africa. And then he went to Tanzania. He fell in love with it. He fell in love with it. He started having fun.
I
Got
was
a
almost
relationship.
black
Got
people.
booed up, family. Huh?
South Africa, I was almost done with black people.
Oh dang. It's that
Yeah,
bad.
I was
Hey,
almost
he
done.
hated it.
I'll keep it real. I keep it real. I was gonna just be done. I was gonna go to Asia. I was gonna say, fuck it, we're cooked as a race.
Then you were gonna go to Filipino and get a Filipino wife.
I'll
That would have
be
been
done.
crazy.
I was like, yo, because you go to South
But
Africa,
no,
it looks just like Brooklyn. Like you see dudes with the fitted to the side. Yeah, and I go up to him like, hey, what's up, man? And he don't even really understand English. I'm like, what the fuck? You look like 50 Cent. You know what I mean? Like, you don't understand what's going on.
yeah, no, I definitely know South Africa. I understand what people. I understand why people like it and don't like it, bro. Like I get it, bro. I get it, South Africa, bro. I understand both ways, bro. 'Cause I know dudes who love South Africa, and know dudes who fucking hate it. So I know why on like both sides. I get it. That's why I tell people if you are, huh? You gotta be if you good if you still I said if you still love America and you good in America, you still love America, you want to do the same thing but just easier. South Africa is for you. But if you're not on that American shit no more, bro, South Africa ain't it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at the end of the day, man, you got to go where you treat it best and what works for you. You know what I mean? I
I
think the
agree,
beauty
100.
of Africa is that you have so much diversity. For me, I wouldn't want to live long term in South Africa because of the crime, but I'll definitely go out there and have fun. You know, I'll invest out there. I'll connect with people from out there. Um, it all depends on what you like. All of this stuff is subjective, man. About who got to me anyway, who has the most attractive women and all this type of stuff. I mean, I've seen ugly and beautiful women in every region of Africa. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never sit up here and be like, oh, well, this group of women are the most beautiful and the most attractive, unless we're having a conversation about it, because I don't want to give an ego boost to those group of women. That's where you messed up at in America.
Hey, preach.
So now you saying you know these women in this African country are the most beautiful. Now they treating you like shit now because you didn't boost their ego up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gotta chill on that, man, and stop. This is what black men. I need y'all to stop boosting the ego of certain women, certain groups of women, and I need you to stop knocking women that you may not like, but that may like black men. You know what I'm saying? Like when you guys talk bad about Asian women, talking about they shape like little boys and all this type of stuff, that's not a good look, bro. If you don't like them, cool. You know what I mean? But they got a lot of Asian women that rock with brothers out there in Thailand and Malaysia. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the one of
So
the
we gotta
reasons why
chill. You gotta
people
be
like going
strategic.
out there too, bro. Because like a lot of men just want love and to be accepted and to have peace. And if those women are giving those brothers peace, who are you to disturb it? Just because she might not look the way you like doesn't mean she
Right,
don't look the
right.
way he likes. You know what I'm saying? And there's fine women in the States too. It's just what, guys are just used to how they behave in the States and they bring that inappropriate behavior over internationally, which is
Thank you.
really annoying because a
Thank
lot
you,
of guys
brother.
have inappropriate behaviors, and it's the reason why we're leaving in the first place because our inappropriate behaviors have led to the issues that we have in the States today. And we allow it to happen because the women didn't do it, we do it. So I blame a lot of the guys for a
Brother.
lot of our issues today.
You can hear it on YouTube when they're talking. That's why I don't join live streams. I'm like, oh my God. Like, that's why I left.
Yeah, I can't blame you, man. There's a lot of
Like,
inappropriate
you don't
stuff.
like a girl that choke you out when she's talking to you? No, I don't. I don't want to do it. Like, no.
Yo, I gotta make it out there to Tanzania, man.
Yeah, you do, man.
I think I'm gonna just hit up East Africa all at once. I think I'm gonna go Tanzania, Kenya, and Rwanda, Uganda, maybe even Ethiopia.
It's a
Hey,
very
man, tell me
beautiful
which one you
country.
like the best out of all that. I want to hear your opinion after all that because everybody's different. Some people don't like Rwanda. Some people love it. Some people don't like Tanzania. Some people love. I never hear anyone say they love Burundi or Zambia though. I never heard that. Nobody likes them.
Yo,
So far.
everybody that I talked to about Zambia say the women were off the chain, like on some BS.
Oh, on the bad tip. Oh,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard that. Too.
like even all about our mutual homie. What's your boy name?
Pat.
Patrick. Yeah,
Yeah.
he probably listening right now. What's up, Pat?
Oh yeah, he didn't like it
He
out
said
there.
he said he had a horrible experience out there.
but how's the infrastructure in Zambia? I heard it's solid. I haven't been there yet though.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure, man. I'm not really not really that big on South Africa. I like what they're doing in Botswana economically and infrastructure wise, but Botswana and Nigeria probably be the two that I'm most interested in. Zambia, and even there's a chick. I was in Kevin Samuels' Facebook group when he was still alive, and there was a chick in there that was from Zambia, and this chick was westernized as hell. I ain't gonna lie. She she actually wound up being able to come to the United States after a couple years. Now she looked good, but she was super westernized. But my thing is, even if I don't like Kenya, I'm not that big on Kenyan women. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like to me, I put them like if you're just saying overall my personal preference, I would not put them in the top rung in terms of attractiveness. But they do, they have unattractive and attractive women everywhere. But I'm just saying that to say my primary reason for going to Kenya is really business opportunity and networking. You know what I mean? I'm not actually going to Kenya for the women. But if I find a wife out there, if I find a second or third wife out there, I ain't gonna be mad.
Oh, before I go to the gym, I want to tell you guys. So Tanzania, just so you guys know, because I say it, you know what I mean? And a lot of Africans didn't like it because I just say what I see, my experiences, right? I'm not trying to sell anyone or nothing, but the Airbnb game in Tanzania is trash. It's absolutely atrocious. So just understand, you're gonna come out here, you're gonna pay a lot of money, and you're gonna be like, yo, why the toilet look like that? Or why the showers like that? Why the AC don't work? You know what I'm saying? So just understand. You
My
know?
power, my power got cut off because I was using too much AC. I had to keep refilling the light. I was like, it's a struggle.
Yeah, you're gonna struggle.
Yeah.
So you're gonna pay a lot of money to struggle. So a lot of people don't like that, and I just wanted to share that. But the people are very friendly. There's other aspects that are very nice, but Airbnb is garbage, and that's because the government's rules on Airbnb. So it's like monopolized. So it's very few Airbnbs. You know what I'm saying? Because the government is very hard on Airbnb in this country.
So what are the wife material women like out there in Tanzania?
I mean, it depends what you. For me, wife material is, shut the fuck up and do what I say. Don't piss me off. So like.
You're a dictator like me. See, thanks.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you, fellow dictator. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it just. Because I mean, realistically, like it's not like they have to want for anything or nothing like that. You provide everything, right? They're not working, or nothing. So I would say the wife material girls are girls that come from good families who had fathers.
Okay, maybe I should rephrase that. How many prospects do you have for your boy when I come down there? I hear crickets.
Here we go.
How many what?
You talk to a married man.
What do you say?
Right.
No,
I was asking you how many.
Here?
No. What I was asking was how many prospects do you have for your boy when I come out to Tanzania?
I don't got no prospects because the reason I don't is because we gotta at least meet first, because some dudes is weird and they'll be like, pillow talking behind your back to a chick trying to get information about, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful.
Oh dang, man! they got you paranoid over there, huh, Tony?
Yeah, well, no, it's just American expats. The American expat game is really terrible overseas. Like, expat communities are very, very catty, bro. Very catty, bro. You gotta be careful. Expat communities are pretty bad. That's why I stay away from them.
Oh, gotcha.
Really bad, bro. Really bad.
I understand now. I get it.
Be careful. Every country I've been to with expat communities have been really messy. Really messy, bro.
But hey, we're supposed to be all we got, man. Those messy people are our people.
Yeah, we do each other worse than the locals a lot of times. You know what I mean? Like you'll see it. There was a beef out here between some Black Americans, FBA, whatever. You know what I mean? Each other, and I guess these one people were supposedly taking thousands, tens of thousands of dollars from old, elderly people in the States that wanted to retire. You know what I'm saying? What's that shit? I'm not this shit. They believe in Yahshua. They say shalom, whatever.
Oh, Hebrew Israelites?
Yeah. Those. So
what they doing in Africa? I thought they said they wasn't Africans, bro.
They're here in Tanzania. And
I didn't know they had those kind of people there.
It's a huge population. And they had issues.
I just want to know why they in Africa if they're not African. That's what they say. Why they ain't in Israel helping fighting against Hamas?
Hey, they don't know nothing about like.
Yo.
Shit, yeah, man. Coming on 3 hours, man. We gonna close it out, man. Let everybody know where they can find y'all at. You know what I'm saying? Going up. Huh?
Nah. I was gonna say I know GMT. I was gonna say I know GMT got some wife materials for me, right?
And Kenya, we got Kenya, bro. You gotta find her, bro. It's hit and miss, bro. In Kenya, I'm real, bro. It's majority fun, cool chicks, but like your wife material, bro. You gotta be here. You gotta be settled in to find
your girlfriend ain't got no cool homegirls.
She probably got a few. I gotta ask her, bro. I might if you there, bro. I might, you know what I'm saying. The one playing that's real serious, bro. But she's serious, gonna be serious, bro. We're like real serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you go up to her, bro, it's gonna be real serious. But let me know ahead of time, bro. We'll work something out, bro. because you know them girls. I'm used to with King girls, bro. They move fast, bro. If she
Oh,
ready to get wiped up right now, she's ready right now, and she gonna be married, but they be getting wiped up too, bro. So I'm coming to King, bro. Like the bro, they be getting wiped up. Like the decent ones get wiped out pretty quick, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you gotta let me know when you around, bro. We'll work it out. I got you. But let everybody know what you from, what you got promoting your Instagram, your business, and you know what I'm saying. Let the people know.
I don't have
Or
anything to
whatever you want
promote
to know
right
about.
now, but if y'all want to follow me on social media, you can go. I'm on at D Jesseville on all platforms. If you want to follow me on social media, that's at THE Jesse JESSE Ville. You know, it's always good chopping it up with the homies. Y'all brothers be good, and I guess hopefully I'll see y'all in Ghana and Nairobi this year.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, everybody can tap in with me at Malik
And
Foster Travels or Malik M. Foster on my social media. I just got my YouTube going on, so y'all can just tap in on that, and y'all be blessed. All right, GMT. A pleasure talking to you, brother.
all right, for sure, I'm out to Playboy. All right, for sure.
All right, bro. Peace.
Peace. So everybody be cool. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the show, man. One love. We don't even that hating here, bro. We all about prosperity, about brothers doing good, making money, traveling, finding love or finding fun, whatever you into. We not judging. But yeah, one love. And I'm glad everybody came through tonight. Show love, had a good conversation, and all positivity. So, hey.